Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Orcquest Warpath. We were able to get through the first two missions. We're going into the third mission at this point. This is the last mission in the first chapter. We'll see if we can make it out alive. We do have our 4 returning orcs that are going to be part of this adventure, and we were able to upgrade a couple things, and I want to go through what we did, and hopefully it's what you think is the best. I did look through all the different comments to figure out what people were interested in upgrading, and I think we're on the same path, the Warpath. So let's see what you think. If you're excited to see if our orcs and goblins and all of these other hobgoblins and stuff can make it through Orcquest Warpath Mission 3, then I need you to meet me at the table. Discussing some of the upgrades that we decided to do. The first one, I've got a lot of comments asking me to upgrade my sword. So that is what I did. We upgraded the sword. We still have a few materials left that we can use maybe later on to upgrade this shield if we want to. The shield upgrade takes 6 metal and 3 leather. And we do have a 1, 2 metal and 3 leather. So if we get a few more metal, maybe we can upgrade the shield. Not to mention he's going to hold on to all that because he can carry so much in his backpack with 10 weight. The other thing I did was I gave Miek the leeching ability here. I think this is going to be fantastic. Every time we play, he does get hurt quite a bit, so hopefully this will help him get back some of his hit points. On top of that, I switched out one of the Kirkies for this Rodashi. I think this will be really good. He'll still be rolling 3 melee dice, but he also gets a defense dice as well, which will be really good. He has the fortified potion. If I ever think he's going to be in big trouble, he can drink that and help out getting a stronger defense. And the only other person left to talk about is Thala. She was able to not upgrade anything. She has a potion, but more importantly, she's holding all of this. This comes to quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She can only hold 7 things in her backpack. This is considered in her backpack, so she is full at this moment. So maybe it's not best to give her all this stuff, but that's okay. If she's ever able to get one more thing, I can at least just maybe drop the potion, because all she needs is 1 more gold or 2 more gold to upgrade her bow. And I think it would be best if she holds on to some of this so she can upgrade that when she does. Now I think about it, maybe that's not the best plan. Maybe we'll give some of this to somebody else. I'm going to have her hold 4 of it so that she can carry 2 more things, and maybe somebody can throw her the other things as time goes on. In all of that commotion, I did actually just decide to keep her with everything, and instead I gave the healing potion over here to Mandar. I don't know if he's going to need it. Remember, you can always throw things to characters throughout the game. Of course, if it's a longer distance, they may potentially take damage, which wouldn't be good, especially if you're trying to throw healing potions at them. So that is where we stand. I did not upgrade anything for him. He does have that blue eye though already, which is helping him out quite a bit, which is giving him +2 for magic attack range, which means his range is 3 to 6. I may have made a mistake in the last video when I fired something too close with him. I have to remember he has a 3 range, not the normal 2 to 6 that this other character does. All right, let's jump into the quest and see what happens. Here we are, Chapter 1, Quest 3. Castle Ray! That's the name of the capital. However, in terms of which direction to proceed, could we actually trust a human? Do these peasants really know the way? Or maybe they have never even left their filthy homes. With the war fast approaching bloody woods, it is out of the question to waste time wandering all over the countryside. The only sure way to know the way is to find a map. 1 mile from here, the shadow of a fortress tells us that we have a good chance of finding what we need. The noblemen who live there always have maps and other things to pick up along the way. So in this scenario, we do have our main reserve, which will be spawning in potentially some of the rooms or the hallways maybe, who knows. We'll see how it all looks as we look to the map. Also, we have our blue patrol here. These are going to be the 1 patrol that's going to be out on the board, or the 1 route, I should say. There could be a maximum of 2 patrols actually patrolling this area. And as you can see, it's going to start with some new enemies here. So it'll be hopefully really cool to see them in action. I apologize from the last video. We never actually saw a patrol. But, you know, sometimes that's how it works. The main objective is called In a Tricky Way. According to the peasants that we shot in the leg, the fortress belongs to Lord Ragnar, the nobleman who is responsible for the military supply and strategy. Apparently, this wealthy officer takes advantage of his noble's title to collect items of value. He must definitely have a map. Maps are valuable, aren't they? So at this point, we need to kill this guy and his men to retrieve the map and then reach the hero exit. This presence token will represent the Lord Ragnar, the trickster. The hero who deals the finishing blow gets one relic card fragment of power. Now the problem is the door to his room is barricaded and the heroes are going to have to destroy it or find some other way to open it. And here it shows that in order to destroy the door, the heroes have to attack it. It is considered to have 3 red health points. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. And red defense results every time it is attacked. Oh, yuck. Okay, so as soon as the barricaded door is destroyed or opened, perform a spawn shown in this room. So it looks like we're fighting 4 enemies and, of course, Lord Ragnar. It says here, when the heroes defeat the Lord and his men, a door will appear behind the bookcase, giving access to a hidden room. The heroes can retrieve the map represented by this objective token and finish the quest by heading towards the exit. There is a second objective. One of them is hiding. It says here, the guards are talking about a soldier fully covered in metal, entrenched in his apartments. All of us would like to hit it to see if it sounds hollow. At this point, we could also kill the entrenched knight. This presence token represents the entrenched knight. The hero who deals the finishing blow gets a skeleton key represented in the inventory by the objective token. It can be used to open the barricaded door. Here we have our map of this area. It's going to be super cool. There's lots of neat places to go. We have all these places in here that potentially have people in them. Then, of course, here's our blue bell. This is going to be the path that the patrols are going to be taking. And here's the entrenched knight. It looks like the only way to get to him is to go through this area here, which has 4 spawns. This is the area that has that lord and the door, that barricaded door that we have to try to get through. So that's the map. We'll see what we can do. Let's go get our characters ready and start by taking out a couple rooms, because then we can get some more hopefully things we can use to upgrade some of our stuff. We're gonna bust into this place right here. We're gonna start with Orcquest. Orcquest is gonna go running in here. He's gonna go 1, 2, break through that door, smash through the door, and we're gonna populate in this 3x4 room here. So we'll just drop a couple dice right in there and see what they're. Oh, good, one's right in front of Orcquest. He's gonna smash right into that guy. We'll take a couple tiles, place them down in this room, and then we'll see what we have found. We've got one here, and then of course the one that Orcquest will deal a great damage to and push will be this one. We have found ourselves, it looks like some kind of knight or guard, and then a peasant. So we're going to take out both of these guys. It's going to be super cool. All right, let's put the miniatures on the board for these 2 particular enemies. Here's our guard and our peasant. We'll place them out on this tile just like that. And now I get to deal a great damage to this knight, or sorry, this guard, because he was standing in the wrong place at the wrong. I'm just gonna roll that gray die right here. Whoa, look at that, we did a red damage to him. Woof, that's fantastic. Here's the guard's card. We have not seen this before. He has 2 gray dice with a melee range of 1. He has 1 defense. His reaction is to counter attack. He has impediment and defender. He gets to roll a gray die to see what happens. He does have orange defense, so I was able to do 2 damage because my red attack is going to do 2 damage to an orange defense. That was his first action to move. That's all he's going to do. And at this point, I think he's going to attack. I'm just going to use this to attack and do some damage with my sword. Our guard does have 1 gray defense, but now I've got my new upgraded sword. Let's see how this goes. I get to roll a gray and white die, and he gets to roll a gray defense die, and I have accuracy 1, which means I'm allowed to reroll one of my dice. Oh, I can reroll this one, but I don't think it's really going to matter. I've got the best I could here, and even the best I can get on this is orange, which means he would block it, so it doesn't matter. The reroll doesn't work, but that's another 2 damage. So he is at 4 damage right now, which is awesome, as opposed to 2, which is fantastic. So at this point, I am going going to, I think, oh no, he has to counterattack me because his reaction is to counterattack. So he's going to grab 2 gray dice and attack me. Now I get a gray dice with my defense here. I get a shield, so we're gonna, which might be something else to think about upgrading. So we're gonna roll these and see how it goes here. I was able to block an orange, and he did only an orange damage. Yes, so he didn't do anything to me. Fantastic. That's the end of Orcquest's turn. We're gonna have to draw an event card and see what happens to us. You're lucky, nothing happened here to remind me that he has gone. Now, sadly, I do have my battle cry, but nobody else is on the board. I don't think I can use this unless my characters are on the board. Let me know in the comments below if I'm able to use that to bring people out and make them use a move action for free with that card. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to go into our next character's turn. The next orc that is going to go is going to be our Zork, our Amazon orc. Here we go. Pronounce it. She's going to move in 2 spaces using her hit and run card. And that's what she's going to do, move up to 4 and make an attack. And she normally has her line of sight blocked by our character, but she has an ability that says heroes at range 1 do not block Thala's line of fire. So she's going to fire at that guard with her bow. And her bow, of course, does do a gray, and since she has that ability, or symbol on her card, she also gets to fire with white. I was debating about using my Eagle Eye Shot, and I think I will. I'm going to spend a BA point. We started the mission with 4. We carried them over from our last mission, so we're down to 3 at this point. This is going to decrease his defense die to hopefully yellow, and hopefully I get an orange with my attack here. Let's see how this goes. I got an orange attack and a yellow attack, and he got nothing, so this Eagle Eye Shot was actually worthless, but that's okay. At this point, I was able to destroy him. He only has, or he had a 0, he had no defense, and I must hit the die. I do at least 1 damage with this, which does kill him, giving us a loot and a BA point back. So let's draw our loot card. I'm hoping it's going to be 2 gold so that we can carry it in our backpack, and then we won't have to worry about anything. We found a potion of healing. Actually, the one time I don't want potions, so I might have to throw that to somebody. And this guy's dead. Now at this point, I do have another action, and the peasant is right behind. So I'm going to use a combat action as my second one to shoot our peasant. Our peasant only rolls a white defense die, and I get to roll a whole bunch of dice. So hopefully we're able to slaughter this guy. We were able to slaughter him. Look at, we got 2 orange. So that means we're going to do a total of 4 damage to this peasant. This peasant is also destroyed. We took out 2 guys in 1 turn. That was awesome. I get a BA point because I one-shotted that guy, or as my son would say, I one-tapped him, I think is what he says. I guess that's the new word. So I'm going to go up to 5. I do get another loot card, but I don't know if I can even hold it because I don't think I have enough room. But look at this. I found 2 gold. 1 automatic damage. A painful purse. I take 1 automatic damage, but I will totally do that for 2 gold. We'll take the 1 damage, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things in my backpack. I'm just going to throw that on the ground if I'd rather have the gold. So we're going to take the gold into our hand. Now we have 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to be able to upgrade her bow. That's going to be awesome, and hopefully gets rid of a lot of the stuff we have. So that's going to be the end of her turn. This is going to be upgraded at the end of all of our turns here going into the combat round. Now I can't remember if I have the ability to throw this to somebody or if I just have to drop it if I have too many things. Well, lucky for me, I don't actually have to drop this potion. When you do reach your maximum limit here, I just can't use movement points, and that's okay because we're going to get rid of all of this to turn that bow into something good. Though we have to draw an event card here and see what happens to Thala. Thala has this pickpocket. Meek draws a loot card if he is adjacent to an unnamed enemy. That's not, he's not, so he doesn't get to do that. So that's the end of her turn. This might be kind of risky. I'm going to have Meek go next. Meek is going to use, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 to here and open that door. He's going to do a move action, I think, first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can move into this room. He's going to sneak into that room. So he's not actually going to open this door, and we're going to see what is inside this room. This is the same size room, so we'll just drop in our dice. Now, lucky for us, there wasn't a person here, because unlike the last person just gets bashed and does 2 damage, this one would actually stop Meek from being invisible anymore. So we'll put our 2 tokens out. I have our top 2 tokens right here. We'll just kind of spin around a little bit and we'll place them down. We have 1 here and 1 here. Let's see where this guy's facing. He's facing the wall, and he is a peasant. And this one is facing that wall. For some reason, I love it when they're facing walls. So we'll place out, well, actually, funny enough, these same 2 characters. We'll place out a person facing in this direction and a peasant facing in this direction. And with the rest of my movement, I wonder if I should try to get in there and get these guys. I have some more movement, and then I can make an attack. I could attack this guy, or I could probably kill that guy. That'd probably be the best plan. Okay, I am going to do a hit and run again. I am going to hit and run. I can move 4 plus attack during movement. Now I could be wrong with this, but hit and run says movement 4 plus attack. Now I believe that means I have to move and then attack. I was hoping that I could actually just attack then move. I don't think you can. I think you have to make the attack from where you are. Now I still have some movement left, so I'm actually going to move 1. No, do I move to here 2? I think I moved to there. Then I just have to get a person here. Can I get a person there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does he have 7 movement or more? No, he has 6. Barf. So maybe I go after this guy. I can go up here and hit him, and then maybe my wizard can come in here and zap him. Maybe that's what we'll do. Now, of course, the only problem is Meek only has white dice, so he's not very good at that. I think I am just going to attack this peasant. I think we're going to get the peasant out of here. I don't want to. I'm afraid that I'm going to have to deal with this guy. This guy's going to be bad news, and that's just going to be the deal. Let's take this guy out with Meek. The peasants roll 1 white defense, and I get to roll 3 white attack dice. And I got 2, 3, 4 damage, and nothing for him. Super dead, I get a BA point, and I also get a loot card. Let's see what I have found for Meek. Meek has found himself an invisibility potion. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I don't think he's going to need it. He actually walks around invisible. But that's the end of that guy. He got super dead. We'll put that right up here in Meek's backpack. He's now going to draw an event card, and he has found nothing special. I'm super lucky. Now, one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to roll my green die to see if I was able to leech, but I don't think it's really going to matter because he's at full power. He did get it. I get to life steal, but it doesn't really help me because I'm at full power. And if you notice down here, it says heal and damage with life steal. That's the way that you're going to be able to upgrade this ability. But sadly, it's not going to happen. I don't get to heal. Well, sadly, there's not much Mandar can do. I guess he'll kind of get ready for the next turn. He's just going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4 to right here. Maybe, yeah, he'll be fine right there. He's going to stay, no, 6, 5, right there. He'll be right there. That's his movement. I don't have any other actions I want to do with him at this point. I couldn't even get him into this room. I have a potion that gives him +4 speed, which would be fantastic, but he still has to be at range 3 to 4, or I should say 3 to 6, in order to use his attack abilities. And sadly, that's just not going to happen. So that's the end of our turn. We're going to draw an event and see what happens. Nandar has found You're Lucky. Nothing happens. At this point, we will shuffle up our patrol deck here, give it a good old truffle shuffle so it's all set to go, and we'll draw the top card off this deck and see what happens. We are going to have a patrol. Yes, a patrol actually comes in. Now, of course, we're not going to deal with anything on this card. We're just looking to see if that patrol comes in. And our patrol will spawn down here. It's going to be 2 of these, what do you call them? I think they're defenders or guards, guards, and 2 dogs. That's going to be the patrol. I don't really know what those dogs are doing to the guys. I guess they're getting a little friendly. We're going to put this guy up. I was going to put a presence token here, but instead I decided to just use a figure for this. I think it's kind of cool. And so our guys are on the board and they're ready to start marching come the next turn. At this point, we have to form enemy groups. This is the only enemy on the board that is alerted to what is going on, from what I understand. Even though his back is to me, I believe he's still alerted to the fact that I just stabbed that peasant and killed him. So I'm going to roll to see what he's going to do, and most likely what he's going to do is he's going to attack Meek. The guard's activation is a gray die. He is just going to assault, which means he'll attack with 2 gray dice. On top of that, though, I get to at least roll 1 white defense die. Hopefully that's enough to block some of this stuff coming at me, because this is going to be real bad otherwise. I was able to block 1 of the yellow ones with that, but I do take 2 damage from the orange, so Meek has taken some damage. So Meek is down to 5 health. Oh, but I forgot. He gets to roll 1 white die for a riposte. Hopefully it's an orange, because otherwise this isn't doing any damage. Nope, does nothing. Okay, no big deal. With that done, the enemy alert phase will go up to 2 because there is 1 alert enemy out on the board. At this point, I do get to reflip over all the cards of my characters, and I'm going to be able to resurrect allies and things of that nature. But the most important thing, of course, is we can craft stuff. So I've got my 4 gold that I need here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to be able to craft a better bow now that fires with 2 gray dice. That's going to be absolutely awesome. This turn, we're going to start with Mandar. He is going to use a move action, move 1, 2, open this door for 3, and we'll populate that room. We'll drop in our 2 dice and see where they go. They're going to go right next to each other like that. That puts our 2 tokens in the middle area there and also on the side. So we'll take them and, well, I know what they are now. We'll flip them up and spin around a little bit. And we'll put them down onto the board and see which facing they have. We'll put them just like that. We have a guy facing the wrong direction and we have a dog facing the wrong direction. Everybody's facing the wrong direction. That is awesome. Now, of course, it's not going to last too long because I'm going to shoot them both in the back. We're going to put down our 2 miniatures. We have another guard. We'll put him here, and then we'll put down, oh, it's not a guard, that's a soldier. We'll have to put a soldier down. That's this guy. And then we'll put a dog down as well, right here, facing in that direction. And I've used 3, so I'm going to use 4 or 5 to back up to there. And now I have range to be able to shoot these guys with my magic spell. So we're going to use our second action, which is going to be a combat attack with our staff. Here's our soldier's card, 3 orange defense. So not as much as the guard, which kind of makes sense. He does have a white and gray defense, a little bit worse defense, which I am actually enjoying quite a bit. On top of that, he does have phalanx and shield bash. His reaction, though, is to put shield up. Now, lucky for me, a lot of these aren't going to come into effect. The shield bash ability is if only I'm next to the person. If any of my defense is canceled by a defense die or block something lower, I have to turn that into damage against me. The phalanx is going to give a white defense die to anybody around him. So the dog actually has a white defense die now, but hopefully not for long. Hopefully take this guy out. Now, lucky for me, he doesn't know this is coming because he otherwise would use his reaction to put shield up, or he will if after I do this. Shield up allows him to add more defense dice. His defense dice goes from a white to a gray. So he'd actually, after this attack, will have 2 gray defense dice, which won't be that great. But I do get my 1 gray attack with my staff. Let's see how this goes. I got a gray and he didn't block anything, or orange, I apologize. So I do 1 damage to him, but now, and whenever I attack him, he now has 2 gray defense dice because of his reaction, which is shield up. He also, I believe, turns around as well. Actually, to tell you the truth, I think his only reaction is to spin around because he's not facing me. So his shield up doesn't actually play into effect. He only gets that if he actually is facing you when the attack happens, is how I understand it. At this point, I am going to use Thala. Thala is just going to start raining down arrows all over the place. She's going to do a running shot to right here, and she can really take that guy out if I could get in there. I think I am. 1, 2, 3, 4 to right there, and she's going to make a shot right there, and then 1, can she get through here? I'd have to check with my line of sight. Maybe she can shoot the dog. Well, we're going to try to take out that guy first. I think he's going to be a little bit more important to take out. I get to roll up a couple attack dice, and he gets to roll 1 defense die. Let's see how this goes. I got a red attack. That's awesome. So he gets to block that, not a big deal, but I do 2 damage to him with that red attack, which is fantastic. Now he's going to counterattack. His counterattack is 2 gray melee die. I don't have a defense, and I am 1 space away from him because he gets +1 to his melee range with that giant spear he's got. Normally people can only attack adjacent, but since he's got 1 melee, I believe he gets to attack 1 space farther away, which means I am in his range. He's going to do 1 damage to me with that orange damage die right there, but that's okay. That's my ranged attack, my hit and run. At this point, I am now just going to fire at him, and I am going to use my Eagle Eye, which is going to cost me a BA point, which is totally fine. We are down to 5 of those, and I'm going to attack him again with 2 gray dice, and he gets 1 gray defense dice, but I'm going to be able to lower that a little bit. Hopefully we do some good stuff here. I did it. Oh my gosh, I did fantastic. And I had to lower this to a yellow. So he's going to take 1, 2, 3. That's exactly what I need to take him out. See? Oh, Eagle Eye shot for the win. So I get a BA point and an item. So we're going to go back up to 6 on the BA track. I'm going to gain an item with this guy. I found a dagger, which I could probably just destroy and give myself 1 medal that somebody in the group could use at one point. That's the end of our turn. I'll grab an event card and see what I have found. I have found myself You're Lucky. Nothing happened. We'll remove this guy from the board. Now Meek actually has the ability to move if he wants to. I'm going to use Orcquest first, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into this room and just attack something. I think that's what he does best. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use his movement first, which is going to be a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not quite enough, but that's okay. He can charge with his second action. He has the charge card, which allows him to move up to 4 spaces, and then once he's done, he gets to make an attack. He's going to do that. He's going to attack that guy right there. We are mono-y-mono with this soldier. He has a gray and white defense, and I've got a gray and white attack dice. Let's get this guy. I got him with just 1 orange. He was able to block the yellow. Doesn't actually do anything at all. So 1 orange does do 1 damage. He is at 2 damage right now. He's super close to death. He doesn't get to use his reaction. Remember, he can only use 1 reaction a turn. His reaction was to turn around. Now, Orcquest does have his battle cry, which allows a hero to get 1 free additional action during Orcquest's activation. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use Meek's move ability. He's going to use it to move 7 spaces. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right behind this guy and attack him with his daggers and his Radashi and his whole bunch of stuff. He gets a white and gray defense. I only get 3 white dice, but I do get my green dice. And if I can get that symbol, it's going to lifesteal, which is going to be awesome. That's really what I'm hoping for here. I got myself an orange and a wow. This did a lot better than I expected. Okay, we did really good. I didn't get that, which is too bad, but I did do 1, which is enough to kill this guy. He's going to be dead. I'm going to gain a BA point and another item. Let's see what item we have found from this guy. We have found ourselves 2 gold. Oh, that's fantastic. So we're getting close to hopefully getting something else upgraded here. This guy's super dead. I do have another activation. We're going to do hit and run next. And since he's dead, I don't believe his phalanx is going to hold up anymore. So I'm going to hit and run to right here. I'm going to move right there and attack with Meek and his 4 white dice. I did fail to mention that I got that battle cry first action. I should have used my attack for my second act, or my first action, I apologize. I got a free move because of our battle cry. Then I'm doing attack here. Now I'm doing a hit and run. The poor dog has no defense whatsoever, and I am just going to hopefully... Oh, look at that. Okay, first off, I got my leech ability to fire off. The way this works is I'm going to be able to do one automatic damage and heal 1. So I'm going to heal 1 point of damage. Now, if I ever had another gem of enchantment, fragment of power, not gem of enchantment. If I had another fragment of power, at this point I could spend it to make this permanent and also increase the ability of this to happen more often, to become lightning bolts, which there's 2 of instead of just the 1 of these star symbols here. But since I don't have any more fragments of power, I can't do that at this time. So we're just going to run around doing that with this card, which is totally fine. But I also did a whole bunch of damage to him. I did 2, 4, 5 damage to him along with this lifesteal. So he's dead. I'm going to gain 2 BA points, 1 for the dog and 1 for one-shotting him as well. So I'm at 1 health on him. We're done. We're going to have to draw an event card. And I'm sure you know, notice I forgot to draw a couple event cards for my characters. So I'm going to draw just the one for Meek, and then I'll draw one for Mandor and Orcquest. I forgot. Oris, sorry. So he's lucky. Nothing happened to him. We'll draw for Oris. Oris is lucky. Nothing happened to him. And then for Mandar, we're going to draw for him. He got, what's this? He got Bizarre. On a star, Mandar, well, that's kind of funny. He got it. Loses a random resource from his inventory. Oh, man, that's going to be terrible. All right. Let's roll a green die and see if we get the star. We did not, so we don't have to worry about losing that. I forgot to draw those cards. I have to admit, that's one of the hardest parts remembering to do. All right, and we've killed everything. There's nothing there to do. We do have to draw a patrol card to see if they move, and they are going to move. They are going to, the patrol moves 4 squares, so I'll move them 4. So this patrol will move 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. We have moved him all the way to there. They still don't have line of sight on anybody, so they're not going to be running for the bell. We do not have our patrol maximum out at this point, so we do have to, I believe, draw a card for them. Well, I shouldn't say them, but we have to draw to see if another one comes onto the board. There can be up to 2 blue patrols on the board. There is no new patrol on the board, which is just totally fine with me. That's a pretty tough group right there. There are no enemies to activate. That's the end of this round. We'll move into the next round. At this point, we have to make a decision to decide if we potentially could take on this patrol right here and take it out, or we can continue going through these rooms. We've already gone through there. In here is 3 people, in here is 4. I think we're going to leave that room alone. 4 sounds like quite a fight. Instead, I'm going to try to get everybody into this room, at least out of this hallway, because if these guys come around, that means that they would see us. Of course, one of the options is after we take everybody out in this room, come out and take out that patrol, and hopefully they won't ring the bell. I think we'll start with Oris first. He can charge right into this room and hopefully start taking people out, and the rest of the people can all kind of funnel in, and we can all hang out in this room and let this patrol kind of come through, and hopefully nothing really bad happens, and then we can come out of this room and take them out. That's gonna be our plan. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna charge. Oh no, I have to charge in a straight line. That's not gonna work. So I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna move. We're gonna do a move with Oris. And he's moved 1, 2, 3 into this room and bashed through that door. This is the same room size as all the other ones. So we're just gonna drop our dice into this one and see where they form. They all decide to cluster over on this side. All right, so they're all gonna stand over there and we're gonna destroy them. So we'll take 3 tiles and mix them up a little bit and see what we have and where they're going to be standing and all this fun stuff. There we go. Spin around and we've got, let's see if I got this right. We have 1 here and 2 down here. That's the place. Now at this point I am going to, well, first off I've got to smash this door. I'll just make it open, that's fine. And then we're going to flip these over. We've got a guard standing in the wrong direction. We got another guard standing in the wrong direction, and we got a dog moving in that direction. Okay, this is bad. These are all really powerful people, and all of them are going to turn to face because he went bashing through this door like a 1-horse open sleigh here into this room. All right, he is standing just like that, looking in that direction. He is probably going to beat them all up. So let's put all the miniatures here and see what happens. And of course, that's going to be a dog and 2 soldiers. We'll put them down, 1 there, 1 here, and then we have the dog right next to him right here. And Oris does have 1 more turn, and he is going to just pop these guys. I've got an attack. I'm going to use an attack on this guy. Our soldier is going to get a gray and white defense die, and I'm going to get a gray and white attack die. Now notice he's got an ability called Phalanx, and he is, the one I'm attacking has Phalanx, but also the one in the room has Phalanx. Phalanx gives a white defense die to the other members of the attack of the group, and so I believe he's going to get another white defense die. So we're going to roll all 5 of these dice and hope that things go really well here. We got 2 orange. He got an orange defense die, which means he's going to block 1 of them. So I'm going to re-roll this one, hopefully making it better. And it didn't. Oh, that was red. It's not. It's orange. So he did block 1 of these, but I do get 1 through, meaning I'm going to do 1 damage to that soldier. Now, if you notice, he also has shield bash. And basically this states that if, of course, he's still alive, defense results that cancel lower color melee attacks or unused defense dice free at all are going to convert into actual damage to me based on the color. Well, we don't have any of that because this is not canceling a lower one, it's canceling the same one. So that's the end of Oris's turn, but of course he has his battle cry that I'm going to use as well. And with that battle cry, I'm allowed to give a hero 1 free additional action during his activation. I'm going to give a move action to Thala. Thala is going to move in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to right there. I am done, so I have to draw an event card. We got ourselves, oh no, squabble. All heroes within a line of sight of you loses 1 activation for this hero phase. Oh, that's a horrible time for this to happen. So now each Thala and Meek only have 1 action each. Oh no, that's not enough to kill any of these guys. So at this point, I'm going to have Meek go 1, 2, 3, 4 to right here. Meek is going to do hit and run, and he's going to attack that dog. Hopefully at least we can take that out. Normally the war dog doesn't have any defense, but because of the phalanx going on, he gets 1 white defense die from how I understand it. So I get my 3 attack and my green die. Hopefully that fires off. The green die did fire off, so I get to leech him again, and I get to heal 1 health, so I'm at full power with Meek. So glad I gave him that. And then he's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. He did 4 damage, which is enough to kill him. This defense die didn't help him at all. Oh, sorry, dog. I get 2 BA points. We're bringing those BA points up to 11, and the dog is off the board. That's the end of Meek. He's going to grab a event card, and he has found You're Lucky. Nothing happened. Well, enough has happened already, which is causing me lots of problems. I'm going to use just an attack to attack this one that we have already done 1 damage to. And I am going to spend the 1 BA point to use my Eagle Eye, so that I'm dropping that down to 10. I want to hopefully be able to drop some of this defense. He's got 2 gray defense because of his reaction of shield up is going to turn that into a gray die. And now he gets the yellow, of course, because the other guy's still on the board. We'll roll this up and see how we do. He did block a yellow one, but that's not going to help him. He's going to take 2 damage from my red. Then remember, I cannot drop the defense of a yellow die down to nothing with my Eagle Eye shot. So my Eagle Eye shot didn't do anything. Totally fine. I did enough damage. I did 2 with that red die to kill this guy, giving me another inventory item. I found a wand. Oh, this looks pretty cool. I can dual wield these to burn. That sounds pretty awesome. So I'm going to hold on to that in my backpack. That's fantastic. I can maybe throw that to the wizard dude. And then I also get a BA point, bring it back up to 11. That's the end of her turn because she only has 1 action. And she's got, oops, the hero moves 2 squares ahead. Alert +1 if the hero hits an obstacle. Now, of course, the other thing I want to do is I want to use my potion to heal those 2 damage on Thala as well, bringing her back to full power. I think that's my best bet. We need to keep her at full power with that super awesome bow. Well, good news, bad news. She moves forward 2 and doesn't take any damage. Also, I am taking away all these tokens. We don't need these anymore. And I have placed them into a stack of used tokens over here. These are our used tokens. And these, of course, are our unused tokens. And of course, when I need to draw a token and there aren't any here, we will shuffle all those back up and we'll get a new set of tokens ready to go. Mandar's the only one left. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. He can't move in there because he can't go diagonal because he doesn't have agility. That's just going to be the end of his turn. He doesn't have anything else he can do. I feel bad. Mandar just kind of, he's really good in open areas, but I'm finding him really not that great in constrained areas like this. That's the end of our action phase. Oh, I do have to draw an event card for Mandar. Hopefully it doesn't like cause us to go mass. What's this? It's not that hard. The hero can restore a skill card. Oh, that's not going to help at all. That'd been so good later on, but nope, not going to help at all. Oh well. That's the end of our turn. Now we get to move our party here. We'll draw a card and see if he moves. He is going to move with inspection. The patrol moves to the nearest room in line of sight and opens the door. If that's actually going to happen. Because there are no doors in line of sight, so I believe that means nothing happens with this patrol. It's just going to stand there. Now, of course, we have to check to see if another patrol comes on the board, and we've got no patrol coming on the board. Now, sadly, if I'd have done it the other way around, there would have patrol coming on, but you always have to check to see if what this patrol will do first if there's a patrol on the board. Then you check to see if another patrol joins them. So that's the end of the patrols doing stuff. At this point, our enemy groups are going to form and activate. And because of that horrible card that she got, that oops card or whatever, we're going to activate this guy and most likely attack her. He rolls 1 white die to activate. We'll see what happens. He got a yellow, so he's going to flee. Where's he going to flee to? He can't walk through my guys. I've got this guy cornered. He can't get through this door. He can't get through that door. I'm stuck there. He doesn't have agility or anything. I think I'm just going to move him right there, and he's going to hide in the corner. I think that's what he's going to do. At the end of the turn, we've been able to get all of our cards back in order, and we also have 11 BA points. I'm going to spend 10 to be able to upgrade our characters, and these are the abilities I decided on. Point blank for Thala, which means she can spend a BA point to attack at range 1. And since I haven't been doing much damage or stuff with Mandar, I'm going to give him resistance. He potentially can give somebody fortified, boosting their defense from yellow to orange or orange to red, which sounds really awesome. I'm going to give Meek backstab. If I'm in the rear arc, I inflict piercing, and I'm going to give lightning attack to Oris. He's allowed to spend a BA point to jump 3 and then attack. Here we are on this turn. My goal is to probably take this guy out and try to get into this room because I need to get over here because that's where this guy is for our secondary objective. The other option I have is to run straight down that corridor and take out the door. Remember, it's red defense, and I only get 1 chance at a red, and that's on 1 of my gray dice. I don't think that's going to be happening. So I think it's best if we just barge into this room and take this guy out and then get over there as fast as we can, hopefully before this patrol comes walking around. That'll be the plan. Let's see if it happens. We're going to have to start with one of our orcs. I think I have an okay plan. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to do a running shot first with Thala. Thala is going to move 4 and make an attack. We're going to move 1, 2 to open this door, which now I think if I remember, I think I might have, I don't think I ever opened that door. Oh, it's, so I probably should, something might have, you probably saw a subtitle about that door. I think I forgot to open that door. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. And at this point, she is going to shoot that guy with her bow. So I get 2 gray dice, he gets 1 gray defense die, but I'm going to use my Eagle Eye shot. I only have 1 BA point left, so this is the only time I can use it. I got an orange, so we're going to knock that down to a yellow defense with my Eagle Eye shot, and we're going to do 1 damage. Oh, that's not going to be good enough, because now I got to attack again. I've got just a straight attack card. We're going to hit him, see how this goes. I need to get some good numbers. Oh no, I only got 2 more damage in, so that's going to be a total of 3 damage. So he has taken. I need to get him up to 5. Oh, and sadly, Thala wasn't able to complete it. Now, of course, one thing I forgot is his counter attack reaction, but he's not in range. His range is only 1, and she's too far away to make that happen. Her turn is complete. We have to draw a card and see what happens. She has found herself Hop. An unnamed enemy in Mandar's line of sight suffers polymorph. Sadly, that doesn't happen because Mandar does not have line of sight to this guy. That makes me sad. Meek's going to go next. He's going to use a hit and run to run right up to here and attack and hopefully kill this guy. I don't know if he can actually do it. He needs oranges to break through here, and he only is rolling white dice. White dice are becoming pretty terrible, but oh, this is really good. I did 1 automatic damage with that, and I don't get to leech anything, but the automatic damage is fantastic. And I got an orange, and he didn't get any defense, so he's going to take 1, 2. That's enough. We were able to kill this guy. Okay, that's awesome. I'm going to get my 1 BA point back, and I'm going to get an item from this. Let's see what we've got. We got a Volge. What is this? Skewered melee. Oh, I might keep this. Oh, it weighs 4. There's no way he can hold that. He's gonna have to break it right away. So I think he's gonna break this and put it into his backpack. He is gonna be able to get, what is it? I get a wood and 2 metal from it. That's pretty awesome. It is an awesome weapon though. Oh, that's too bad I can't carry that around with 4 weight though. I could put it in my backpack. But sadly, my backpack also has 3 in it right now, and needs a total of 6. Now remember, if I take it, it doesn't mean that I can't take it. I just wouldn't be able to move, and I need to move. So we're just going to break this. Totally fine. I don't see any need for it right now. I'm just going to break it, giving me 1 more weight in my backpack. That's the end of his turn. No, it's not. He's only done 1 action. That was his hit and run action right here. So he's going to do a full-on move. We're going to remove him from the board, and Meek is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this room. He's going to sneak in there. I don't know if I want to sneak into this room. Yep, we're going to sneak in the room. Totally fine. That's what here. 1, 2, 3, 4 right into the room, and let's spawn it. There are 4 things in this room. I have no idea where they're going to go. One of them is going to go right in front of the door, which is kind of funny. The other one's over here. This one's here, and that one's going to be in the back. Interestingly, the one that spawns is right here, so he's not actually going to stop me from getting in here. 2, 3, 4. We have our 4 tokens. We're going to mix them up a little bit here and get them ready. We're going to put 1 right there. We'll put 1 on each side of the desk here, it looks like, and then the last one is going to go in the back right there. All right, let's see what we have found. We have found ourselves a peasant and a dude, another guy down there, and then this is the tricky one. Let's see what he's doing. He's not really looking the right way for him. That's too bad for him. He's going to be facing the wrong direction, and that's totally fine. We're going to put out these enemies. We do have 1 peasant facing in this direction, and then the rest of them are all going to be like soldiers, which are really strong. They're super strong. We'll see what we can do about these guys. We're going to put 1 right here. One other one goes right here, and then the last one is going to go down here. But this one's actually facing me, which is no good. But in theory, I'm still invisible, I guess. So that's how that goes. We got 4 guys in this room that we have to take care of, and we got to get everybody in this room before the patrol rounds the corner. So we've moved a total of what? I think I moved 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to move 5. I'm going to open the door, and then 6. I'm going to move down here. 6, I might move just right to there and hold my own. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any other attacks because those are my 2 actions, were to move and to also do my running attack up there. We're going to Next, I think we're gonna just, that's it. We're gonna take this and flip it over. We have found ourselves, what's this? It's a trap. Roll a die. If the hero suffers one automatically half, oh, okay, I'm an agile at least. That's half the battle. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully I don't take any damage. No, I do not. If I'm agile, it only activates on a lightning bolt, so I'm totally good on that. That's the end of his turn. That's my turn now. I still, oh boy, what am I gonna do? I think we're gonna just have to charge in there and maybe take a guy out. I think that's my best plan here, which means we're going to go with Orcquest next, I think, because right now Orcquest is being blocked. Sorry, Mandar is being blocked. Orcquest is the one blocking him. 1, 2, oh, but this is blocked here. Okay, so I'm going to use my action. I'm going to use my battle cry right now. I'm going to use my battle cry to activate I'm going to activate Thala so she can get out of my way. She's going to move. She's going to move 7. She can move 7 spaces. She's going to go 1, 2, well, I didn't expect these guys to be all standing right here. 3. She's going to stop right there. She has no reason to do anything else. She's going to stop right there, totally fine. So at this point now, Orcquest can move. He can move 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to right there. Oh, I could move him right here. And then he could attack, but then I'm going to be able to be seen by these guys. We don't want that. So instead, I am going to use my, since I've used a move, I'm going to use my charge ability. Oh no, I could use my new action. This would be awesome. I have 1 BA point. I could use my lightning attack. That would be awesome. I could do that. I can jump 1, 2, 3 to right here. I have to look and see if I can actually make that maneuver. I think I can jump over there. And I totally can, because jump is only blocked by walls, closed doors, and pillars, and it allows me to move to a square directly within line of sight, ignoring any other obstacles other than the ones I've read. So he's going to jump there and make an attack. Now I am down to 0 BA points again. I wonder if upgrading our characters was a good idea. Well, it must have been a good idea. I got to jump. Jumping's good. We're going to roll these up. I did get a red die here and a white die. The white die, white die isn't going to do me any good, but I get a reroll because of my accuracy. So if this can be an orange, I can take this guy out. Oh, it's a yellow. So sad. So I only get to do 2 damage. I know, only. Now his reaction is shield up, which means that his defense dice is now a gray, and 2 gray dice is the deal. With Orcquest's turn complete, we'll draw a card. You're lucky, nothing happens. Miek is going to use his potion that allows him to gain 4 movement, and then he's going to do a 6 move. So he's really doing a movement of 10. And that will get him across the hallway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to right here. I don't really need to go 10. I could go 9, I guess, right here. Why not? I'm safe there. 9, and then I can make an attack against one of these other people. I think I'm going to shoot the peasant 1, 2 spaces away, except I can't because my staff only attacks 3 spaces away. Oh, he's so no good in buildings. He could shoot 1, 2, 3, 4 over to here. What if I move back 1? Can I have a line of sight on him? No. I'm blocked by Orcquest. Oh, Orcquest is a... I should have been Orcquest jump over there. I'm going to be smart and say jumped over there instead. Because I'm not going to be... that way, I don't have to worry about him blocking line of sight. That would have been the smarter plan. I'm going to... little backtrack. We're going to jump over there. Because I can jump to any space. Now I'm going to shoot the peasant. That's a way better plan. Way better plan to shoot peasants. Let's see what we can do to him. Our peasant gets 1 white die for his defense, but I think he was supposed to have another one for phalanx, and I think I was supposed to do that for the soldier, but that's okay. We're going to roll these up, see how we do. I got an orange die with a white defense. That's not going to help. I'm going to do 2 damage to him. Sadly, he will still be alive. I was hoping to get a red. I don't even think I have... no, there's a red on here, right? Yeah, that would have been really good. He would have been dead. But sadly, that's not how it went. His reaction is to counterattack. That's not going to happen because I'm not within range. And I am going to draw an event card because I'm done with him. Brawl. Choose 2 adjacent heroes. Each rolls a green die. I am going to choose Miek and Mandar. They can each roll a green die. Mandar is going to roll a skull, and Miek is going to roll lightning bolts. On a lightning bolt, the other hero. So Mandar has taken 1 damage, bringing his life total down to 7. I think this is going to be a pretty rough enemy turn. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to draw 1 patrol card and see what happens to the patrol over here. They are going to, it says drop the card on the ground where all the enemies are and move them around so you can't find out where they are. It says here the patrol moves 4 squares. So we're going to move them. Now the way this works is you're always going to try to get them as far as you possibly can, and the rest just kind of catch up. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And even though this guy normally go 1, 2, 3, 4, that's not how it goes. They all just automatically catch up, so they swing around completely like that. At this point, I have to decide if this guy has line of sight to any of this going on here. I ran him into the room so he doesn't. I don't think they're going to. I have to go from center to center. Nope, it's going to cross right at that wall there. So it is going to hit the wall before you can see Oris here. So there is no line of sight, which is fantastic. So I don't have to worry about that. Then at this point, since we haven't reached the quest maximum of 2 blue patrols, we'll draw our next patrol card and see if another one comes on the board. We have, what's this, infighting. The enemies turn toward each other and have no line of sight until the next enemy phase. Well, that'd be really good, but the only thing we're looking for is that symbol up here. So there is no new patrol coming on the board. Now we have to form our enemy groups, which are all in one room, so anybody in a room is going to become an enemy group. We'll roll 1 activation die and see what these guys do. They're going to do whatever yellow is, which they're both fleeing? Really? The soldiers flee? Oh my gosh, the guards don't flee. Well, all right, they're going to flee. All my hard work and plans are about to just not pay off. Everybody's going to run. Both of our soldiers and our peasants here have a speed of 4, and they're going to run, and they can open doors while they move. So this one, they want to get as far away. So he's going to go 1, open this door, 2, or it doesn't even cost anything to open it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He runs into this room over here, and I'm guessing he's going to spawn that room, which will be absolutely sweet. This guy's going to follow him 1, 2, 3, 4 into that room. This guy is going to move 1, 2 into this room and stand over here, 3 in height in the corner. And this guy is going to move as far away as possible. Now, the big question is he's going to run out there, or is he going to run towards a door? I think he's going to run into the hallway, which is going to alert that patrol, which then is going to ring the bell, which is going to pretty much signal that everybody needs to run in here and ring my bell. So let's move him 1, 2, 3, 4 right back across the hallway here and into the room across the hall, which then, since he runs, an alerted enemy runs past a patrol, the patrol is now considered active. They are going to try to run for that bell. Now, from what I understand, this is an interesting situation. He has run past and alerted this group. So this group will activate. He'll become the bell ringer, but the bell ringer only moves at the end of the patrol phase, which has already happened. So he's actually not going to move for that bell until the beginning or the end of the next patrol phase. But these guys are going to activate because they're going to form a new group and activate. So I believe I will roll a new die for them because, well, this is a gray group here and they're a new group of enemies. So we're going to roll the die and see what they get. They got yellow again, which probably means they're going to flee too. I don't need all these people fleeing. This is no good. Well, lucky for me, the guard and the war dog are all going to assault, and it's not on their yellow die as opposed to fleeing, which is kind of good. The guard will move 5 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is enough to get here and attack Meek. The dogs will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those kind of both move up. Now, like I said, from what I understand, he doesn't move until the end of the patrol phase. So I have to get over here and shoot him. I have to kill something here to get over there and kill this guy. Because if he rings that bell, I'm going to have to instantly move my track to the next highest level and spawn 2 patrols, 1 at the entrance and 1 at the exit of the normal patrol route. Once that's done, I believe the way it works is we discard this bell token. It no longer will alert any more guards, and there's no more patrols that will come onto the board. But you've already, in this particular scenario, I would have spawned 8 guys onto the board at that point if he can get to this place. So I need to stop that at all costs. But first, I'm going to get attacked. The guard will attack me with 2 gray, and I get to block with 1 white die. I was actually able to block the damage, so I don't take anything. At this point, we're going to start with Meek. We have to do everything we can to destroy that bell ringer. He's going to do a, what is it, battle cry? No, hit and run. 1, 2, 3, 4 to right here, and he's going to attack that dog head on. I get to roll 3 white dice. He has no defense dice. I did plenty of damage to kill him. I'm going to grab 2 BA points, which I severely need, and that's the end of that war dog. And with my second action, I am going to backstab this guy. There's not much of a chance of me killing him, but maybe I'll at least do a little bit of damage. I get a whole bunch of dice here, and so does he. He got a yellow defense. I got 2 orange. A yellow is going to block that. The skull, I don't think activates it. No, it only activates on a star. If I'd have got the star, that would have been the end of this guy. But he's going to take 2 damage from my attacks. My backstab does piercing, which would lower the defense value, but they're all yellow. I can't do that. Sadly, this yellow doesn't go through the orange, so there we sit. His reaction will be to turn around, and he won't be able to make an attack because he had to physically turn around as his reaction. And I just realized I was supposed to spawn this room. And it's a 4x4 room with 3 people in it. We're going to put this one here. This one is going to be right there. This one's on the bed, so I'm just going to move it to the side. There is only 1 tile left. I'll put that one there. And then I've got the rest of the tiles that we're going to just do a quick old truffle shuffle here on. And then we're going to grab a couple and spin them around right over here and place them out on the board. I think one is going to go here if I'm right. And the other one is going to go up in the corner up here, I think is how I have it. Nope, that is totally wrong. One is going to go here. One is going to go all the way up here. And then this one is going to go right where I have it, I believe. Nope, I don't. He's on the bed. There we go. We're just going to spawn him just like that. Totally fine. That's perfect. Let's see what we have. We have a peasant facing the wrong direction. We have a guard facing the right direction. And we have another guard in here. So 2 more guards and a peasant are going to be on the board. Let me make sure I got them going in the right direction, so I don't want to move them off of there too early here. Let's put our peasants out. We have 1 here and 1 here. Maybe this one probably just wants to go to bed. The other one is, I guess, looking in a mirror, getting ready to go to bed. And the peasant, I don't know, is probably making dinner for them or something. I don't know, maybe he wants a bed too, but there's only 2 beds. Now at this point, I probably should activate that group too, because they are a new group that needs to activate. So again, we're going a little out of order. And once we're done, we'll go back up to our normal place. Meek still has to draw his card, but I totally forgot to spawn this room. I'm so sorry. The guard's activation dice is gray, so we'll roll that up. You got a yellow, which is going to be assault, and then the peasant's going to flee. Their speed is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not quite making it. This peasant's going to run all the way into the corner of this room and just hang out. This one's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, moving straight in here. And I am able to make an attack because my range on that weapon is melee 1. These guards, which I think seem a lot better than than the actual soldiers, are going to attack. They get 2 gray dice. I get a gray defense die, and it didn't help me at all. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 points of damage. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Oris got stabbed real good. Now we'll move back to Operation Kill This Guy. And I have to draw a card for Meek. Meek has You're Lucky, Nothing Happens. It's going to be Thala's turn next. She's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. She's also going to do a hit and run. She is going to be able to fire her bow 6 spaces down the track there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to get right to that guy. Our guard gets to roll 1 gray defense die. I think I'm going to use my Eagle Eye shot. That is going to cost me 1 BA point, which is totally fine. I'm down to 1 BA point. Let's roll these up and see how we do. He got no defense dice. I wasted that again, but my attack is fantastic. 1, 2, 3 points of damage. He only has 2 health left. Oh man. Okay, this is going to be a tough call because I'm going to make another attack as my second action. And I wonder if I use my Eagle Eye shot again. I think you can use, I don't think I can use it. Never mind. It's not a passive. I have to use it. It's done. So we're just going to make our attack. All right. He's taken 3. Hopefully I can get him one more time here. Nope, nothing. Oh well, we did 3 points of damage. That's not too bad. 3 is better than nothing. We'll just throw it right there on his card because I think Oris is going to go after him next. With Oris's first action, he is going to do that lightning attack again. I'm super glad I picked this up. I get to spend 1 BA point to jump 3 and then attack. I'm going to choose to go 1, 2, 3, jump right over here. And I'm just going to attack that dog. We're going to kill the dog and get a BA point back. That's going to be our plan. Our dog has no defense. I'm just going to roll this up and do some damage. I did 3, 4, 5 points of damage to that dog. Boom! Dog dead. I feel kind of bad just killing dogs. But the dog is dead. I get 2 BA points for that, bringing our BA points up to 2 because we were at 0 after using our lightning attack. And now it's Oris's charge attack. He is going to use his charge to move 4 and then attack. Go Green Machine. 1, 2, 3 right over here, and we're going to take that guy out. I can't believe it took me till the 3rd mission to make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle joke with a bunch of green enemies on the or green heroes on the board. I roll a gray and white die, and he rolls a gray defense die. I didn't do anything. I'm going to roll this again and see how it goes. I got a gray, an orange, which is going to be 1 damage. So we have done 4 points of damage to him. Now at this point, I am going to do a combo. The way combos work, which is pretty awesome, is for combo 1, if you have done 2 consecutive attacks or 2 consecutive actions that have caused damage, you can use a combo 1 card for no action cost. It's a free action to do. And since I did jump to a lightning attack and jumped in, and then I attacked this guy with my charge, both of those did damage, I'm able to use this as a free action to attack. So we're going to roll up all our dice again and hopefully take this guy out. I did not, but I do have my accuracy, so we're going to re-roll that die. Oh, I didn't take him out. Oh no, that's so sad. Well, so much for my my combo card there. Well, that was my chance. I thought I'd probably get him with that, but I did not. Oris does still have his war cry, and sadly the only person that hasn't gone yet is Mandar, and nobody has any way of attacking except for Mandar. So Mandar is just going to use his war cry to move to here, and the next turn he can make a couple attacks. That's the end of Oris. Oris is going to draw a card, but I don't think I drew a card for Thala. Thala has to draw a card as well. Let's go until the end of the hero phase. Double action cards or double actions cost as 1 action. Wow, that would have made a huge difference on Oris' turn. But alas, that's how it goes. I forgot to draw the card. So we're going to move into Oris's end of turn. Oris is going to draw a card. He is going to get your lucky nothing happened. That's okay. Mandar, though, is going to take full advantage of that, and he is going to use 2 attacks. He's got both of these attacks, and I'm able to use them with brutality. Sadly, I totally missed the fact that I should have drawn a card, which would have made a huge difference in that. I've got 2 attacks that I can do with Mandar, and he's going to attack that guy. I get to roll 1 attack die and see how we do. I got a red, that's fantastic. I get to do 2 damage to him, so that guard is going to take 2 damage. We'll roll our second attack against this guard again, and I got an orange attack die. But because of my brutality, I get to change it to a red die, so I'm going to do another 2 points of damage, making him have a total of 4 damage against him, which is pretty good. Wish he was dead. So we'll place our 4 damage here, and I'm sure you all notice this. I think I moved the wrong guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy's the one that should have moved out, not that guy. So there we go. There's a lot going on the board. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of things, and if I do, so feel free to put them in the comments of the video, and I'll make sure to make a pinned comment. Usually anytime I do anything wrong post-editing and post-launch, I try to put a pinned comment so that people that are watching this, I guess, video can learn from all the mistakes that I make as I play through it. There's a lot going on, especially when we've got all these guys scattering all over the board, which who knows if I even did that right. So we're going to deal with this. That guy, I'm really worried about the bell ringer up there. I think he's about to run for this bell. But before we do, Mandar has to draw an event card and see what he has. He has what is not so BA, -2 BA points of the hero did not make an attack during their activation. He made 2 attacks, super good. So at this point, we're going to move to the enemy phase. The first thing we're going to do is draw a patrol card if there's already a patrol out on the board. There is not. There's only active enemies. So since that is the case, at the end of the patrol phase, he is going to move a total of 5 spaces. So he will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's almost to, maybe he might go faster if he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's almost to the bell. Oh, good. So at least we'll have 1 more round to be able to try to take him out. I got super lucky he didn't get to that bell. We are going to draw another card to see if a new patrol comes in, and we have gotten move right along, so no new patrol is going to enter the board. Now we have to activate all these enemy groups. We have a group there, a group, well, he's not a group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups to activate. We'll start with this one up here. That is a soldier. Oh no, he's not a group. This is a group right here. Soldier gets a yellow defense die. Well, it's better if I roll the right die. He's going to get a yellow die. The soldier is going to flee. He's going to continue to move 1, 2, 3, 4 up in that direction. He is running as far away from my guys as possible. Totally fine. He can keep on running. I don't care. Let's see what this guy does. This is a guard, and that guard is going to roll a yellow die, and he is just going to use his assault action. So he's going to attack Meek right in front of him, rolling 2 gray dice. I'm just going to do it right here because there's a lot going on. I want to make sure I got the right, I'm going in the right order here, otherwise I might lose place moving from this area back and forth from my dice tray. So I've got 2 gray dice I'm going to be rolling. I get to roll a white die for Meek for defense. Let's see how that goes. I did not do well. I am going to take 4 damage because he has a yellow defense, but I do get to do a riposte, which means I get to roll my white die here. It does do 1 point of damage to him, so he is on his 3rd damage. We'll put that right next to him. He does have a total of 5, so he's still doing okay, but I took 4, bringing myself down to 3 health. Now we have all of this chaos going on. We have this active enemies in here. The lowest, these are all soldiers, so they are going to roll a gray, or a white melee activation die. I apologize. Oh, actually, he was a gray die, is what I should have rolled. So let's roll his gray die. Maybe it's something different. Oh, it is orange. So he would have still rolled the same attack, but he gets to roll a blue die as well and see if he skewers me with it. Let's see what happens here. He got a star. He gets to skewer me because the skewer comes and activates on a star. Now, lucky for me, skewer just attacks a person that's right behind your target, so it's not going to do anything, thank goodness. All right, now these guys are going to activate, and they are soldiers. They are going to roll a white die. And they got assault, which is fantastic. They're going to assault, and they can use the blue die to attempt brutality. Now, this is that one weird one that's stuck in this room. He can't go through these things, so he's just going to stay there. But this guy is going to assault, so he's going to move up to his movement value. 1, 2, 3. Apparently, they feel better now that the orcs have started running around all over the place. They feel free to come out and attack. He's going to attack with 1 gray die. I have 1 white defense die. We'll see how this goes. I got a yellow versus yellow, so nothing is going to happen to me. He does have brutality, or potentially could have brutality, but it's not going to matter because he can't lower that below. He did not gain the brutality. The brutality only fires off on the blue star. So he is done. Next, we'll activate this group in this room. This group is both soldiers. They are going to roll a, nope, I lied. They are guards. They are guards. We're going to roll a gray die and see what they get. They got a yellow, so they are also going to assault. So they are going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to right here and assault him, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't get to anybody, but he's getting close. Oh, he can. Remember, he's got a range of 1, and we'll show that in a second. We're going to attack with this guy first. This guy is going to attack with 2 gray dice. And I did forget about Mandar's ability. It says when an enemy becomes adjacent to Mandar for the first time, roll a die. On a star, he gets terrified. The first guy didn't get terrified. The second guy didn't get terrified either. That's fantastic. Since I've already moved off the board, I will just roll my dice right here. The guard is attacking me, and he gets to roll a gray die. I get to roll a white die and see how this goes. Oh my gosh, he got a red. A red is going to do a total, I got no defense. That's going to be 4 damage to Mandar. Remember, yellow on yellow is going to be 1, orange on yellow is 2, and red on yellow is 4 damage. So he is up to, he's taken 5 damage. He's almost dead. And we're not done yet. Here is the attack I'm talking about. This one gets to attack Thala. Thala is being attacked by a guard, and the other guy got attacked by a guard too. He should have actually rolled 1 more gray die against him, which would have been another 2 points of damage, which would have been 7. So Mandar has taken 7 points of damage now. The guard rolls 2 gray dice. Again, I'm getting guards and soldiers look very similar. Thala does not have any defense dice, so let's see how she does here. She's going to take no damage because the yellows don't do anything. Now he has impediment and defender. I may have missed the defender a few times. The defender, basically he gets to make a free attack if I attack somebody next to him or within his range or something. So I might have been missing that, but I think these guys are doing just fine against me without needing extra help. We have one more room with guards and peasants, or sorry, soldiers and peasants this time. There's guards, there's soldiers and everything. Their activation dice is going to be a yellow die. We'll see how it is. Well, that's not the right die. That's a shield die. Let's roll the attack die and see what happens. They got an orange. All right, orange is not good. Orange is going to be that the soldier is going to assault and the peasant is going to cowardice, which means they will move up to their speed value to get within range, and their range range is 2 to 4. So this peasant is actually going to try to get this guy. He can move 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He can attack from right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. He can attack Mandar from right there. Oh, that's not the peasant. This is the peasant. 1, 2 from right here. This guy's going to move out and attempt to assault. He gets a total of 4 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move out here. And 1, 2, 3, 4 down to here. He can't make an attack because his friend's in the way. But still, this guy gets to make an attack with 2 white dice, and I have 1 white defense die. Hopefully this doesn't go poorly. Oh good, it didn't. I was able to block 1, so I'm only going to take 1 damage. Oh no, 1 damage is enough to kill Mandar. Mandar was at 7 health. 1 more brings him to 8. He is down. So at this point we have finally finished our carnage, but the sad thing is we have lost him. Whenever an a hero goes down, you replace him with a dead hero token. I'm not going to do that for filming purposes because we're going to move right into the end phase, and part of the end phase is resurrecting heroes, so this hero is going to stand back up. But that is at the cost of 10 permanent BA points. So if I ever lose another person, it's going to go down from 20 to 10. If I lose another person, I can no longer resurrect people. And this token can never go above the maximum token number you can ever have. So right now, our maximum we can ever get is 20. I'll be lucky if I get to 5. But we're going to see how this goes and continue playing. Moving into our turn, our priority is still to kill that bell ringer. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So let's take him out. I'm going to have to use Orcquest to do it, which is kind of sad because I really needed him to get back into the main fight. But he is going to take this guy out by using a move action to right here. And then he's going to make an attack with his combat card. And that's really all he's going to do, but hopefully that's enough to take that guy out. He only has 1 hit point left. Our guard gets 1 gray defense, and I get a bunch of yellows that don't do any damage to him. So roll this again, and hopefully I'm able to do some damage. Oh man, I got another yellow. That's no good. I didn't kill him. My next plan is I'm going to have to hope that Meek can get him. She does not have line of sight to that character. It's going to go through that wall right there, so she can't see him. Meek could run through there and hopefully take him out. But I'm going to leave this square, so I'm going to be attacked. There's nothing I can do about it. He's going to do hit and run, 1, 2, 3 to right here, and hopefully take him out. But before he does, he's going to get an attack against him. 2 gray attack dice versus 1 white defense dice. Oh my gosh. Meek just died. Wow, that was an absolute horrible idea. So this is going to do 4, 5, 6 damage to him. And I don't have anything that's going to be able to do anything about that. I feel so bad. That was a totally terrible move to try to run away from that guy. But I needed to get that bell ringer. Man, this is a horrible play. I should not have done this. And bear with me. I hope that I did a lot of those enemy attacks and movements right. The soldiers and the guards, I hope I didn't get too many of them mixed up. I appreciate your patience on this playthrough. There's a lot going on. This was a horrible idea. I really wish there was some... Wait, I do have something. I've got reflex and I've got 2 BA points, exactly 2. So I can use my dodge. So I didn't take any damage. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Can't believe it. No, I have no BA points at all. That was it. Those were 2 to dodge this. What, 4, 5, 6 points of damage. Oh my goodness, that's brutal. And I had a fortified potion. I probably should have used that even before I ran out of there. And then it would have only taken 3. It still would have killed me, but it would have looked like at least a halfway smarter player. So I will be able to run over here and attack him. I do have a riposte, which I believe still fires off. It doesn't do any damage. I got a yellow attack. So we're going to try to kill this guy with my 3 white dice. And he's got 1 gray defense. Hopefully we can take him out with everything we rolled. Nope, we didn't do any damage. Oh no, this is so bad. I'm going to have to use my combat card. I've only got combat card left. We're going to use that to try to take this guy out. He gets to... Oh, I forgot I didn't even need to roll his defense die. I did so bad. Let's roll him up again. Hopefully we can take him out this time. He blocked 1, but he is going to take 1 damage, which is enough because he already has 4 points on him. It took us 42 attacks, but we killed the bell ringer. I am going to get 1 BA point back. And at this point, I am going to get an item card, which might be salvation here. Nope, it's a sword. That's not going to help me too much. I'm going to break that and put it into my little pile there. The guard is dead. Oofta. Now that he's dead, there is no bell ringer. One of these guys does not become a bell ringer. Just the one that was originally assigned the bell ringer is the one that's going to do it. That's the end of Meek. Meek has done 2 actions. I can't believe it. Well, I'm going to draw an event card and see what happens. Hopefully this doesn't say all of your guys just stop doing things, because I'm really worried about Mandar right now. He's in a bad spot. Spotted. Meek loses invisible. Well, he wasn't invisible, so it doesn't matter. That's the end of him. I think we're going to use Thala next. But before I do, I totally forgot about Oris here. He should have given somebody an ability to do an action of some kind, and I think he's going to pass that action to Mandar. Mandar is going to make a combat attack. He's the only one that has multiple combat attacks. He's going to attack one, let's see if I can get to this, 1, 2, 3 spaces away. He's going to attack this character. Now, just so you understand, this is what I would consider low furniture. Low furniture does not block line of fire. High furniture would. This is, I'm going to fire 1, 2, 3 over to here, because I do have a staff that fires up to 3 spaces away, and I could probably kill that peasant. Our peasant gets 1 white defense, but because there's a soldier in the room, he gets phalanx. We'll see how this goes. He was able to block my attack. I didn't do any damage. Hopefully from where she is, Thala can take out both of these characters. It's going to cost me 1 BA point, because she can make an attack against a person adjacent to her. Now I think about it, that's a terrible idea. Why would I use a BA point to do that? I'm going to just shoot this guy with my bow, because I can shoot 2 to 6 spaces away. Our guard is going to get a gray defense and a white defense from phalanx. I'm going to fire at this guy. I got 2 points of damage, or 1 point of damage through, and he has taken 4 already, so this guard is dead. I'm going to remove him from the board, gain a BA point. We're up to 2 of those, and I'm going to gain a loot card. Let's see what I have received. I received 1 gold. I'll take it. We'll put it into our stash. I don't really have, I'm not concentrating on crafting right now. I'm concentrating on trying to survive. So maybe crafting would help me survive, but this first guard's dead. Let's see what else we can do. I'm going to have her enter this room, and hopefully she doesn't take too much damage from this. She's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to right there, and make a ranged attack against this guy from there. Now this guard does not get the extra defense die because he is not in the same room, so he's not part of that enemy group. So I'm going to attack with 2 gray dice. He's got 1 gray defense. He was able to block one of my orange, which I did 2 points of damage. That guard had already taken 3 damage, so that again is enough to clear him off the board. I'm going to grab a BA point and another item, and let's see what we found. We found a claymore that we're going to turn into iron. We have taken out this guard. Things are slowly starting to get a little bit better for us. Just a little bit. It's Mandar's turn. Mandar does have the ability to attack and do something else. He only has 1 combat card left. He's again going to shoot this same peasant down at the bottom. They get 2 white dice. I get a gray die. Hopefully we do some damage. We did again nothing. Oh, poor Mandar. And now at this point, I am actually going to play like a smart person. I am going to use my fortified. It is going to cost me, oh, it's costing me an action. Oh, I do have an action. I have an action left because I had a free action. Because I got it from my war cry. I'm going to use my action and 2 BA points. A hero in line of sight gains fortified. He is in line of sight of himself. He's going to gain orange defense then instead of yellow, because otherwise he's going to get rocked. So that's what he's going to do. It's going to cost him 2 BA points going down to 1. Now another thing I forgot to do is I've been forgetting to move up the alert level this entire game. Every turn that there is an enemy on the board that's alerted, you're supposed to move it up, and I did it the first time, then I forgot. So this should be up here at 4 from what I understand, if I remember right. I did forget to draw Thala's card. Thala got herself dead silent, alert level -1 if no heroes are in line sight of it. That's definitely not happening. Then we got Mandar. Mandar's got my kill. Thala performs an attack on an enemy in line of fire and adjacent to a hero. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm going to shoot that soldier. Our soldier has a white and gray defense, and I've totally been forgetting everybody's reaction this entire time. I hope there wasn't too many that I missed that would have actually affected something. The guards could have all countered attack, but I think I one-shotted all of them, except for the one running for the bell who doesn't count. And I think actually he was a... Yeah, he would have not counted because they don't do any reactions or anything. They just run for the bell. Otherwise, I think I took out the other 2 guards just on my own with 1 shot. So I think we're okay. The guards in their hands do have a reaction called Shield Up, but I haven't actually targeted and hit any of them yet either. But we're going to hit this one. I'm going to use 2 gray attack dice with my bow, and he's going to get a gray and white defense die. He's also going to get another white defense die because of phalanx, because there is some soldiers in the room that are going to help him out. Another one. So let's see here. We're going to fire. Is that a soldier I'm firing at? Or am I going to fire at yeah, we're going to fire at the soldier because he has less hit points. Let's see how we do. We didn't do anything. We didn't do anything at all. He blocked everything. Now, he does have an ability called Shield Bash, but I'm not at range for that to take place. He'd be able to do damage based on the differences of what he's blocking here. So at this point, here we go into the enemy turn. Lots of bad things are about to happen. First thing, we're going to check to see if a patrol comes on the board because there are no patrols on the board to check to see if they're going to move. We do not have another patrol coming onto the board. And at this point, now we'll activate all of our enemies. We have a room here of enemies. We have one room down here that has an enemy. We have a room way up here that has an enemy. And we have a room in here that has an enemy. So we'll start with this one. This is a mute point. I'm actually not even going to roll him. No matter what his is. Oh, he might flee, I guess. He is a guard. He did get a yellow, so he's going to flee into this corner. That's fine. Now I'll do that room up there. That's another soldier. We'll roll his die and see what he gets. He got orange. He actually might do something. He's going to try to, I think, assault, I bet is what it is. He's going to come running at somebody. He's got 4 speed. So he's going to come out this door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's right here. He's coming at us now. Totally fine. He can keep on running. That's great. Let's check out what these guys do. There is a soldier in the room right here and here. There's a guard in the room and there's a peasant in the room. The guard is going to allow everybody to roll a gray die. I shouldn't say everybody. We're going to roll a gray die and then do what it says here. We got a yellow. So that means everybody is going to do stuff. Actually, most of them are going to flee. The guards and the soldiers and the peasants are both going to flee again. So they're going to run back in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is where he's going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, right to here. I think as far as the peasant can move, he only moves 4 spaces, doesn't he? The peasant moves 4. The soldier also moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's so much mass chaos going on here. All right, let's see what else we can do. This one's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3 into that room. This one is going to assault. This one is actually going to attack, and then that's it. Then I have to bring this with him. This guy is going to have to make a roll too. Let's do that real quick. We'll roll up our yellow die and see what we get. Let's roll it on the board so you can see it. Orange, he's going to be cowardice. He's going to walk out here and he's going to shoot 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he's going to shoot him. So that's awesome. I'm getting attacked here and there. First, the soldier is going to attack and do nothing, and then our peasant is going to attack with 1. Nope, I've lied. 2. You yell white dice here, and I've got a white defense. Let's see how this goes. Nothing happens. I actually wasted 2 BA points on Mandor. That's too bad, because those are tough to come by right now. And the last thing I'm going to do is move this up. I'm not going to forget to do that this time. Before we fully move into our next turn, there is something I totally forgot. This guy assaulted, and he has the ability to attack within 2 spaces. So he would have been able to make an attack against Meek. So we're going to roll that damage. He gets to attack with 1 gray melee, and I get a white defense die here. So I wasn't able to block anything. I'm going to take 2 damage, which brings me to 6 damage on Meek. Meek is also almost dead. And even with that leeching on there, which I was really hoping would help him, he's still been taking a brutal amount of damage. Now he does have riposte, but the character that is attacking is not adjacent, so I do not get to use it. I have decided that we're just going to ignore this guy. I don't see any reason to keep him around or waste time killing him. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right to there. That's with our move action. Now we're going to do a combat action next, and we're going to attack that guy. He gets 1 gray defense die, and I get a gray and a white defense or attack, and let's see what we do here. I'm going to re-roll this die right here. Nothing. Okay, so he didn't do anything with that. But that is going to get through and do 2 damage to him. He has 3 left at this point. This guy's going to now perform his reaction, which is the only thing he can do is turn around from what just happened to him since he was attacked from the back. Normally he would counterattack, but since he was attacked directly from behind, his only reaction is to turn around. And at this point, Oris is going to give Mandar a move action as his battle cry. He's going to make him move 1, 2, 3 to right there. Kind of set myself up here to maybe take out a few guys. We'll draw our event card and see what happens to Mandar at the end here. Disturbed. Enemies who are not adjacent to a hero turn toward Thala. Not adjacent to a hero. So I guess this guy's going to turn. They's guys are going to turn. They're all going to turn. So that's the deal. That's fine. They can turn around. No big deal. This guy's going to turn around. There's a guy off, and of course the guy at the top has already done that. Okay, that's it. This guy's already next to somebody, so he's not going to turn. All right, not a big deal. They were pretty much the ones that were already facing her that we're going to attack are already facing her. I think we're going to use Thala next. Thala's going to make a combat attack first. She's going to shoot. Oh, do I shoot this guy and just kill him? I think it might be the best plan. We're just going to shoot this peasant and kill him. This peasant gets no defense dice, and I get 2 attack dice that are gray. I got 1, 2, 3 points of damage. This guy is dead. I'm going to gain a BA point and another item, which is going to be a piece of leather. Oh, this might be really good. It's going to cost 3 in order to be able to wear this. Now, lucky for me, Thala can wear up to 3 item weight on her body, so she's going to use the leather armor. With her second activation, she's going to move 1, 2 to right there, I think is going to be the plan. And then I am going to fire at that guy. Thala is done. So at this point, I'm going to draw my next event card, and then we'll move on to Mandar. This one says unwanted attention. Alert level goes up by 1. We're at 6 alerts. So we've reached the second stage of our alert. So that means that the next time we move into any type of patrols coming on the board, they're going to be a stronger group of enemies. From where Mandar is, he cannot see these 2 people, so I made a critical error. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could have moved down to this part to be able to make a shot on those guys. So I wouldn't have moved him so I couldn't shoot, so that's my fault. I've been playing for a while. This guy's going to move down here and take a shot at him. 2 of them, actually. I get to fire against this soldier with a gray die, and he gets to defend with a gray and white die. He was able to defend all of that. I did nothing, so I'll make my second attack and see how this goes. This one got through. I was able to do 1 point or 2 points of damage to him. He's down to 1 health. That's actually really good. I didn't hit him the first time. Oh, that would have been so good. He's going to be done. I did miss that he was supposed to get shield up after my first attack as a reaction, but even with shield up, that defense die does not go up to a red symbol, so he wouldn't be able to block the last one that I attacked him with, so it's okay. I'm going to draw my next event card for him and see what he gets. He's got Nervous Breakdown. On a lightning bolt, Oris inflicts 1 automatic damage to an adjacent hero. It's not going to happen. He's not adjacent to any heroes. So at this point, the only person left is Meek. Meek is completely off the board, but he's going to use a move action to come running in. 1, 2, 3. Actually, he's going to do hit and run. He's going to move right to there for 3, 4. Oh, I can't get behind him. That's too bad. I have to use a full move action to get behind him, because if I get behind him, I could use a sneak attack. But we're just going to get to there and hopefully take him out. Let's see if my 3 white attack dice can get some damage through. Well, I got a couple of them in the tray. I've got my 3rd one in the tray. This one is going to block the highest one possible, so that's not going to happen. But this will get through for 1 more damage, bringing it to 3. At this point, I'm just going to make a straight attack with my next action and see if we can do some more damage. I'm hoping to maybe take this guy out. His reaction is to counterattack, but he's already used a reaction this turn, so that is not going to happen. He was able to block my orange, so nothing happened. Wow, these guys are tough. All those defense dice are brutal. I'll draw an event card for Mandar, and then we'll move into the enemy phase. Mandar has got himself +2 BA points. I'll take it. I now have 4. I'm sorry, that was Meek. Meek gets that, which is fantastic. That's the end of our turn. It's going to be the enemy's turn now. There is no patrol on the board, so we're going to draw to see if a patrol enters this battle here. And see, yes, no. One does enter the battlefield. And the patrol that comes on is now going to be 4 soldiers because of our alert level. It's way too high. There's our 4 soldiers coming onto the board. I'm going to put their little token next to them. And now as soon as they, of course, become in line of sight to anything that is alert, they're going to start running for that. One's going to start running for the bell, and the rest are going to become an alert enemy group. Back to Fun in the Sun, we have this group that needs to activate. The 2 enemies in there are soldiers, so we're going to roll a white die and see what they do. They are going to flee, so they're actually just going to stay right where they are. The next enemy group is this one. Let's see what he does. This is a, what do you call it? A guard. This is a guard. The guard is going to roll a gray die and see what happens. He got a yellow, which means he is going to assault. That's what his yellow is. So he's going to attack. Then we have another group in here. They're going to roll a white die to see what they do. They got themselves flee again, so they're just going to turn around and run back one space pretty much and stay right there. They can't get out. There's nothing, no way to leave that room. And then we have one more enemy up at the top, and that again is another soldier. That soldier is going to roll a white die and see what he gets. He got a yellow, so he is going to flee 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty much off the board. But I can show you where he is in just a second. So the only attack we have is this one right here against Horus. The soldier gets to roll 2 gray melee dice. I get to roll 1 gray defense dice. Let's see how this goes. It goes absolutely terribly. And I can't re-roll this die. That's terrible. I don't have anything to re-roll the die. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 points of damage. This is so bad. I'm super bad at this game. He's going to take 3 damage and he is going to go down. Now that means I would have to put a token out on the board and then he would come back when it comes to the resurrection phase. I'm not going to put the token down because I do have enough BA points to be able to bring him back. All the enemies have activated. That's the end of the turn. The only thing I have to do is raise the alert level. And that's because we have at least 1 alert enemy. So we are at 7. We're now going to remove all the damage from Horus and move this to 10. The max we can have now is 10, and we no longer can raise any of our characters. Remember when I said I wasn't too worried about this guy over here? I'm starting to get a little worried about that guy. So I might have to try to take him out, but first off, let's try to clear out some of these guys and hopefully get this guy. He's got that key we need to get. But one of the reasons I'm a little worried about that guy is if these guys ever get line of sight to him, I'm going to be in big trouble. My first action is going to come from Mandar. Mandar is going to turn in this direction and make an attack. He's got 2 combat attacks that he can do. I do have the card twice in my repertoire. So I'm going to use my first combat card to actually hit this guy, hopefully trying to kill him so we can get into this room. My staff gives me a gray attack die and he gets a gray defense die. Let's see how this goes. That was absolutely 100% what the doctor ordered. Boom! Okay, that's going to do 2 damage because he got no defense to block anything. You need to block a red. I don't even think you can do that with a gray die, but too bad for him. He's already taken 3 damage, so 2 more is going to put him at 5. The red will do 2 to that orange. He is dead. We're going to grab a BA point and an item. Our item we have received is going to be another sword, which we can break down for more metal, which is awesome. And I also get up to my 5th BA point. Now remember, because of our massive casualties, we can only get a maximum of 10 going forward. This guy is super dead. We're going to remove him from the board, and I have another action left to perform, and the action I am going to perform is my heal. I am going to use this. It's going to cost me 2 BA points, and my action, a hero in line of sight, heals 2 damage. I'm going to heal 2 damage off of Meek. Meek is in big trouble. That's going to bring me back down to 3 BA points, but that's okay. I think it was a good use of a card, and I wish I had another action to give him resistance because he just get worked. All right, that's the end of Mandar. Mandar is going to draw an event card to see what happens. We have I am done. The hero gains one additional action to use immediately. I'm not done. That's amazing. That's actually perfect. He's going to use, I said I was going to use resistance, but no, I'm going to attack somebody. I'm going to use a combat card. I'm going to use 1 action to use a combat card, and I'm going to attack. Now, I don't think, oh, I do have line of sight to this guy. No, wait, I'm here. He's there. These 2 lines are going to meet through that door. I do have line of sight. Let's shoot this guy. Maybe I'll take him out. Okay, I can't take him out, but we're going to give it our best shot. I get 1 gray die. He gets a gray and a white defense die. He has not used his reaction yet. They do have phalanx, and there is another one in the room, which I believe gives another white defense die. So I'm going to roll these up, and I got, is that a red or an orange die? I think that's only an orange one. I think the red one, yeah, is over here. So he was able to block that damage. Nothing went through. The reason he got that white die is because this is technically an enemy group right there. I'm going to have, I think Horus is going to go next. He is going to use sadly, a move action because I don't have any other way to get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, down to there. And at this point, now I'm going to charge 1 into here and attack him with my attack from using charge. But before I do, I'm going to be slightly smart, just barely, but just enough. I'm going to use my war cry to have this character move 1, 2, 3 and do a ranged attack into this room with her hit and run. Or should I do that? No, I think I got a better plan. Better plan. better plan. She's not going to use hit and run. She's going to use a move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to right there. And at this point, she can now shoot down this hallway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces at him when it comes to her turn. But it's not her turn right now. That was just the war cry ability to give this character an action, and the action was to move. Now, I'll use my other action to charge in here. There we go. Our soldier in the room now gets a white defense die from the phalanx ability from the other soldier, and he gets a gray defense die from here, and then he gets another gray defense die because his reaction from the attack from last time from Mandar would have been to shield up. So he's going to be able to raise his gray to an orange, or white to a gray. Blah, lots of colors. We only get a gray and white die. Let's see how we do against him. It's probably not going to be all that great, not that great at all. I did almost nothing. So oh no, this is all really bad. I'm going to re-roll this die, I guess, and hope for a red symbol. Got a red symbol, yes. Okay, I'm going to be able to do 2 damage to him. So we're going to grab 2 damage and put it on him there. Now comes the bad news. He has what's called Shield Bash. Shield Bash is sadly a super good power for him, and not for me, especially that roll. He's going to be able to do damage equal to the defense result that canceled anything lower or any unused defense results. They're going to convert to direct damage to my guy. So since I didn't use the orange dice, they're going to do 1 damage each. These are inconsequential because I have an orange defense. So I am taking 2 damage on Oris. He's only at 4 health again. Now that was direct damage, so I can't use my shield for it, for what I understand. I'm going to draw my next card. I got You're Lucky, Nothing Happens. We're going to shift our focus back to this predicament. I'm going to attempt to take this guy out. I am going to use my just straight up bow in order to hit it using my attack card. And this, of course, I want to get rid of this guy so he doesn't activate the patrol walking down the hallway. Good news, this is a soldier, so he only has 3 health, and even better news, he's taken 2 already. I'm going to roll 2 gray attack dice, and he gets 1 gray defense dice and 1 white defense dice. Let's see how this goes for him. He was able to do really good. Now, he could do his shield bash, but I don't think it's going to affect me because I'm not using a melee attack, so since I totally whiffed on that attack, I'm going to try to hit him again. This time we're just going to use my move and attack, or hit and run, but I'm not actually going to move. I'm just going to hit him. Let's see if we can take this guy out. Come on, we need to take this guy out. I got a red hit. That is going to be way more than enough. These are going to cancel each other out. This one doesn't matter, and this one is going to do 2 damage, which is enough to kill him. We're going to get a B8 point, bring him up to 4 B8 points again. And I do get an item card. So we're going to grab an item. We have found ourselves, oh my gosh, 1 gold. I love gold. That's all she's going to be able to do, which was quite enough. She was able to take out that soldier. We'll draw an event card and see what befalls our hero here. We have Lucky, Nothing Has Happened. We're going to move into Meek's turn. Sadly, from where Meek is, there's not much he can do. I can't get adjacent to this enemy because I have a person in the way. So he's going to run over here and maybe just start working on these guys. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to right here with just his movement. And then he's going to make an attack using just his action. I get 3 white dice, and he gets 1 white and 1 gray die. Let's see how we do. He was able to block my orange die, and my yellow dice do not get through, so that didn't do any damage. No, it did. Check this out. Totally forgot. He is amazing. I am attacking from the back, so I'm able to use my backstab cards. If Meek attacks an enemy in its rear arc, it inflicts piercing. We're going to drop the defense die down to a yellow, meaning my orange die does break through, doing 1 point of damage, and this soldier has already taken 2 points of damage, so that is again another dead soldier. I get 1 B8 point, and I get an item, and he is going to be able to gain himself some studded leather armor, which costs 3 to hold on to. Sadly, Meek can only hold on his body up to 2 armor. Wait, and this is 3. And he can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things in his backpack. So I'm probably just going to break this. This would be really good for somebody else. It could be good for almost anybody else, really. It's too bad he got it. I'm just going to break it. That'll be totally fine. We might use it for crafting something and making something more powerful anyway. Though I'm really digging that stud leather. Is actually really good. That is the end of Meek, and we actually are doing pretty good. We cleared out quite a bit, so I'm pretty proud of my group. I'm going to grab an event card and see what has happened to him. It says here, Bizarre. On a star, Mandar loses a random resource from his inventory. That's no good. We'll roll our die and see what we get. We got a lightning bolt, so nothing is going to happen. Moving into the enemy turn, the first thing we're going to do is draw our top patrol card and see how these are going to react. It is going to be the patrol moves forward 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other patrol members are just going to follow suit right behind, whoever can make it the farthest on the board. Now this person still cannot see that person, other person up there, so we're doing just fine. With that taken care of, we're going to grab our next patrol card and see if a new patrol comes onto the board. We need to see that little symbol up in the, oh my gosh. There's another patrol on the board. All right, we've got multiple trolls out here. This is super bad. Now we only have 2 more soldiers that can come on the board, and the patrol that we're at right now currently is 4 soldiers. We'll move our alert level up 1, and that's because I do not have enough miniatures to suffice for what I'm supposed to put on the board. Since we needed 4 soldiers and I only have 2, since I can't put the other 2 on the board, I am going to have to raise this alert level by 1. We're now at 8. If, of course, this alert level ever goes off of here, I lose the scenario. We'll move into activating our enemy groups, and since there's 2 soldiers here, we will roll a yellow die here, or white die, sorry, and got a yellow, so they're going to flee. And they can't. They're actually in the farthest possible spot they can possibly get from anybody. He can't move through me. He's in the very back corner. I guess I could turn his back to him and he could probably turn around and pretend he's trying to run, but that's about the best they're going to do. Meanwhile, over here, let's see what this guy wants to do. He is actually going to stay right here, but he's going to turn and fire at Meek with his attack. He has a ranged attack. These peasants actually have a ranged attack. So they are going to attack me because their card is cowardice. So they're going to move as far away from me as they possibly can, which they've kind of already obtained, and then they're going to do a ranged attack with 2 white dice. 2 white dice for them, 1 white die for me. Let's see how this goes. They got 2 orange, and I've got a yellow defense. That's not going to help me at all. So I'm going to take 4 damage. And I'm guessing you already see the writing on the wall on this one. The peasant took out Meek. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, Meek took another 4 points damage, so Meek is dead. Meek is completely dead. I cannot bring him back, but that's okay. We still have 3 other players that are helping, or teammates, I guess you could say. So that's it for Meek. Meek is totally dead. With the news of Meek falling in battle, Horus is going to get pretty upset, and he is going to attack. He's going to destroy this character, then he's going to crash through this stuff and try to take this guy out with a charge. This soldier gets a white defense, another white defense, and a gray defense because I do have the phalanx ability from the other soldier that's in this room. I get to roll a gray and white dice and see how we do here. I did actually pretty well. I did okay, slightly poor. These all cancel each other out, and I'm going to do 2 points of damage, but I'm going to re-roll this die with my accuracy die. Come on, see that red symbol again. That'd be really good. I got an orange symbol. I'll take it. So that's going to be a total of 2 damage I'm going to be doing to this guard or soldier, but the soldier has already taken 2 damage, so the soldier is dead. I will get a BA point going up to 8, and at this point I will also gain an item card. We've got ourselves a hatchet. I can use it with 2 white and melee, or I can throw it and use it for 1 white during ranged. Or I can do what every good orc does and just rip it to pieces and use it for crafting later. Now I'm going to charge. I'm going to break right through this, giving myself an item card, but only as a recoup. I'm going to have to totally destroy this leather armor, which is too bad, but I will get some leather for it, I bet. I got 2 leather, so I'll take that, put that in his backpack, and he's going to charge to here, and he's going to make an attack. The soldier no longer gets that extra white die because the other guy is super dead. He is able to block so far everything from me, but I'm going to re-roll this time. Maybe I can make it that red one. Nope, it got even worse, which is even way worse because he's got that shield bash ability again. So he's going to do 2 damage to me with that shield bash. And that's because he was able to block lower damage than I have, so I'm at 4 damage for Horus. With his Warcry ability, he's going to have this person do a move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to right there. That's just fine. And at this point, I am now going to activate her, but first Horus has to draw an event card. Let's see what happens to Horus here. Nothing happens. You are lucky. Yes, he is. Thala is going to attack next. She is going to use her straight up combat action, and then she's going to use her hit and run, since she's already used her move action to move right here, or with the free action that was given to her by Horus. This soldier hasn't taken any damage yet, so I'm actually going to use Eagle Eye Shot. I'm going to lose a BA, which goes down to 5, but I'm going to attack with 2 gray dice. On top of that, this person's going to get a gray and 2 gray dice because he was able to use his shield up reaction ability after that last attack. We'll roll these up and see how we do here. You got an orange, which I get to drop down to a yellow because of my eagle eye shot, and I get to do 1 damage to him. It's okay, I need to do more than that. Next, I'm going to use my running shot, but this time I'm not going to actually move. I'm just going to attack from where I am. We'll roll these dice again and see how it goes. Hopefully better. It didn't go any better. I didn't do any damage. Nothing to this guy. Mandar is going to go next with a move action to right here, and then he's going to take a shot with his attack. That's about the best I got. But before we do that, I forgot to draw an event card for Thala. Thala has Pickpocket. Meek is super dead. This is kind of a long shot, but hopefully we get him. We'll see how it goes. He was able to block it, so I'm going to take no damage. At this point, I am going to buy an action. Mandar is going to heal instead. It's going to take 2 BA points, bringing me down to 3, but it is going to heal 2 damage off of Oris, which I think is the best plan here. With Mandar being done, we're going to draw a card. He is lucky. Nothing happened to him. Before we move into the enemy phase, I did forget to move this 1 space because there are alert enemies in my area. I will draw to see what our patrols do. Our patrols are going to, what is this? Backward. The patrols move 3 squares backward without turning around. That's awfully weird. All right, they're just going to turn around and move backwards. These patrols are kind of out of control. 1, 2, 3. They're all like one giant patrol now. It's a pretty big patrol down there. With that done, we're going to activate our 2 enemy groups. First, the one in this room is going to be an orange, and this one over here is an orange. So this one's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to right there, I believe. And attack 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the max range, the max speed it has, and it's going to attempt to go from there because it has cowardice. Now the soldiers, on the other hand, he is using his orange one, which is going to be assault. So he's going to straight up just stab him. He's going to stab him, and he could potentially do brutality if he rolls well enough on the blue die. Our soldier gets a gray die that would attack at 2 melee, but he's really just right next to me. We're going to see how this goes. Hopefully nothing bad happens to me. He got a yellow and a star, so the lightning bolt will not activate brutality. I didn't defend anything, but this white die, or yellow die, sorry, is not going to do any damage. Moving on to the peasant gets 2 white dice, and I get 1 white defense as Thala. We'll see how this goes. Thala's going to take nothing because she has orange defense, so the yellow don't do any damage. This is getting pretty serious. We got to take this guy out. I'm going to have Oris probably beat up on this guy and then charge back out of here. We have the same dice, 2 white, or 1 white and 1 gray. Let's see how we do here. We did 1 point of damage because my orange got through. Oh, I get to accuracy. I can reroll 1 die. That gets an orange. It does get an orange. He is super dead. Boom, boom, boom. I get an item card, and I get a BA point as well, which I could probably use to heal somebody. So I got myself 2 leather for Oris. This soldier is dead. Not only that, we have the key to open the door. He's going to run back through with his second action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. He's going to move 6 to there. Right there is where he's going to go. At this point, he's going to use his battle cry, and she is going to turn and use her action to fire at this guy. The peasant gets 1 white defense. I get a whole ton of these. I get to do 2 damage to him right now. We'll move into Thala's turn, but first Oris has to draw a card. He got You're Lucky. Nothing has happened. From where Thala is, she is going to do just a hit and run maneuver to try to hit this guy. And we're going to move a little bit too, but first we're going to make the shot because we're right here with our dice tray and everything. He was able to block 1 of these, but the other one goes through, and that's enough to kill our peasant. Our peasant only has 3 health. So we're going to grab a treasure. We don't get a BA point because it took us more than 1 to kill him. Studded leather. I think she can carry this. Oh, that's going to be great. Let's put it on her. Studded leather is so much better than this leather. She's going to wear this. It costs 3. She can put 3 on her body and 3 on her in her hand. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things here, so she can hold 1 more in her backpack still. When I did the hit and run, I did say I was going to move, and I'm going to move right here to be able to make the shot and kill this guy. Now, the one thing, again, I forgot to do at the end of the enemy phase, I have to raise my alert level up 1. So we're at 10. Now, the good news is going to the next enemy phase, we're not going to be raising our alert level unless we open this door. So do we want to open this door? Of course you want to open the door. We want to get over here, hopefully, before this huge armada of soldiers come running at us. So I'm going to use a move action, even though I've used both of my attack actions. And can this guy get up here? He's got a speed of what, 7 or 6? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he can't get there. So I'm going to move her up to here. I lied. I'm not opening that door yet. We're going to go into his turn. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For a second action, I'm again going to spend 2 BA points, bringing me down to 1 BA point, but it is enough to heal another 2 damage off of Oris. With all that done, I do have to draw event cards. I totally forgot about that. So Thala's going to have to draw an event card. She's lucky. Nothing has happened. And then we'll draw for Mandar. Mandar has, what's this? Let's go. Until the end of the hero phase, all double action costs only 1 action. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. That's too bad. I can't do anything with it. So that's the end of our turn. We'll move into the enemy phase. There are rules about the different types of patrols splitting up and potentially joining other patrols, but from where we are, nobody's really split up from the patrol. They've just kind of walked back next to this patrol. So there are still, from what I understand, 2 patrols. We'll have to draw a card and see what these 2 patrols are going to do. They're going to move. So we're going to move along and move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody's going to go do-do-do-do-do, choo-choo, choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo, moving on up. We're going to move these up here. There are 2 patrols technically on the board, so no new ones are going to come in. Lucky for us, this time there are no active enemies on the board. I do not have to raise our alert level. If I did, we would go to 11, which is the highest you can go to, according to Spinal Tap. No, I'm kidding. 11 is the highest when it comes to what type of patrol can come on the board. Moving into our turn, I think I'm going to have her open this door. She's going to move 1, 2 to open this door. We're going to populate the room, and then she's going to continue with her last 2 movement from her, what is it, the hit and run that she's doing. She's going to use her hit and run to do this, perform this action. There are 3 people in this room. Let's see where they are. There are going to be 2 here, and there's going to be 1 right there. I have 3 random tiles. We'll give them a little twisty spin here and put them all down. 1 is going to go here. Then 2 are going to go, 1 here and 1 is here. All right, let's see what we have. Let's flip these guys over. We have some soldiers. We've got all soldiers. Oh my gosh, 3 soldiers. And I only have 2 soldiers left. No, I got 3. Oh my gosh, I got lucky. I got 3 soldiers. Okay, if I couldn't have placed the 3rd soldier, again, my alert level would have had to go up by 1. So lucky for me, again, none of these guys are looking at me, and I didn't bash through the door. So the door is still technically, so they're still technically facing away from me, which is going to be nice, because none of these guys decide to look in the right direction. So I'll place the miniatures down on the board just like that. Now remember, I am doing my running shot here, so I'm going to move over to here and I'm going to take a shot. I think I'm going to take a shot at, I'm going to shoot this guy in the far area over here, because hopefully I can get Oris up here to be able to start attacking these guys. I get to fight with my souped up bow, so I get 2 gray attack dice. Now this guy's going to get a white and gray defense dice, but I'm also going to get 1 more white die because there is a person in the room with phalanx. We'll shoot this guy and see how it goes. I did a total of 2 damage to him, and then I'm going to use my regular attack action to attack him again. So we'll roll up our dice and see how it goes. I wonder if I should use Eagle Eye Shot to kill it. Nope, I think we're going to be fine. We'll see how this goes. This is probably a bad idea. Yep, it was a bad idea. I didn't do it. He does have Shield Bash at a range of 2. I am not able to be a Shield Bash. Actually, I don't even know if the Shield Bash should be a range of 2. I think it's just right next to you. I didn't do any damage. That's the end of my turn. He also should have shielded up, so this actually should have been a gray die, not a yellow die. I did absolutely putrid this time. With Thala's turn complete, we'll draw an event card. She has found Not So BA. -2 BA if the hero did not make an attack during this activation. I did, so I am just fine. We'll have Oris go next. He's just going to do a move. He gets to move 6. Now, I could be using double actions to move farther and do better attacks, but with only 2 actions, it's a lot of rough to try to get in here and do a lot of things. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His next action is he is going to charge. He's just going to charge right down here and attack that enemy. Destroying this, though, I do get to draw a item card because I went crashing through it, and I get to break this apart, so it's going to be a 1 in my leather that I get to place in there, and he's got a lot of stuff, but it's less than 10. That person is shielded up, but these are not shielded up yet. They're just hanging out. Now, when she made her attack, I don't think they turn around yet. I think they're still facing in the wrong direction. My sword allows me to roll a gray and a white, and this one yellow, and they all roll a bunch of yellow. I'm going to re-roll my, oh, that's their shield die. I don't want to re-roll their shield die. I'm going to re-roll my die here. That didn't help at all. I got nothing. It did no damage. Oris is done. We'll draw a card for him, but he is going to use his Warcry ability, and it says Spotted Meek is not invisible. That's not going to matter. It's just so sad that these cards remind me that Meek used to be part of my team. With the Warcry ability, I am going to have him move this guy to here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can do that. Maybe I'll move him here or something. I'm trying to figure out a way to hit this guy, and we're just going to go there. I'm going to attempt to hit that guy with my attack. So the war cry was to move here, make my attack my first action. This is kind of a long shot because he's all shielded up. He's got 2 gray and a white coming at me. I get 1. 1 is all I needed. I just need the 1 red attack die. This guy is dead. I get a BA point of up to 2 BA points. And on top of that, I get an item. So we're going to draw our item here and see what we have found. We have found ourselves a hatchet, which I will destroy to get some more materials. We've got a lot of materials. I can hardly wait to craft stuff soon. It's time for our patrol to move, and I may have made a grave error. Let us find out. Our patrol is going to have a break. The patrol stops and does nothing but daydream. Oh my gosh, I got super lucky because now that I looked at it, these would be running up here. They might have had a chance to see this square that's right off the camera there if they'd have moved up. 1, 2, 3, 4, which would have put them there. No, I'd have been okay. Actually, they might have seen the other room. Oh, we got to get these guys finished off and move on. There is an alert enemy, so of course this is going to go to 11 now. Roar. Before we move into our next turn, I did forget to draw an event card for Mandor last turn, and it's not that hard. The hero can restore a skill card. That's not going to help me at all. All right, that's totally fine. That's the end of his turn. Our heroes are going to begin to go now. We're going to flip over our cards, but first we have to do the enemy phase. The enemies do get to attack us, not just the patrols moving, but I have to have the enemies attack me as well. This enemy group is going to activate. They're going to roll a white die, or white die, I guess, and see what they're going to do. Orange. Orange means they are going to assault, and they're going to assault with brutality. So these two, I think, are both going to turn and attack him, I think. That's how it's going to work. One's going to attack him, maybe one can attack her. So they're going to attack the person with the fewest health points. The fewest health points is going to be Thala. That's in range. This guy has 5. Thala has 4. So we're going to hit Thala with both of these guys' actions. These enemies do not have to move because their melee range is 2 with those spears. He gets 1 gray attack die. I get 2 white defense dice with my studded leather, and he gets that brutality die too. Let's see how this all transpires. That's no good. So the brutality is going to fire off, which means that this goes up by 1, which means it's now a red. This orange means nothing. So I'm going to take 2 damage from that. That was absolutely brutal. I'm at half health already. Now it's time for the other one to attack. This could be really, really bad if he gets that red die again. He got the red die again! I think we might see what happens when we do not succeed at a quest. I only have 4 health, and that was the 2 luckiest shots I've seen these guys make. They both rolled 6s pretty much is what just happened there. Well, I guess not. I guess I rolled, well, this is a 6 too. This is brutality die, this die only has 1 star on it. And then he rolled the red. Wow. So, wow, Thala's dead. I should put the token for her on the board, but I didn't do that for Meek. I'm not going to do it for her. She's dead. I can't even believe this. I did get a comment about how the third mission actually is a little bit challenging, and this is no joke. I'm getting absolutely taught a lesson here. We're going to see if we can continue on, but this might be pretty close to the end. I only have 2 guys left, and I have the boss room left to handle here. All right, Oris is going to try to take these guys out. He's done. He's going to attack the guy right in front of him with an combat attack. Now these soldiers, it's still their turn. It's our turn just starting, so they haven't had a chance to react yet with this counter reaction yet, so they only get the white die and they have failings, don't they? Yes, they do. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you get 1 more white die. This is like a horrible spawn room. Oh my gosh, I did nothing. All right, we're going to roll this die again because of my accuracy. I got nothing. All right, that's... I've got a chest. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch him again. We're going to punch him again. Here we go. I got my charge attack. Oh, I got lightning attack. Look at this. This is amazing. I'm going to jump 3 spaces and I'm going to make an attack. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to cost me the last BA point because I got 1 more. I got 1 more after this. All right, let's see if we can actually get this guy. We did 1 damage to him. It's amazing. All right. Oh, I do get to... Oh, wait. This changes to a gray because now he did get his reaction. So his reaction changes. That still did nothing. I'm going to re-roll this die. Maybe we can get a better die there. Nope. We got yellow. Got nothing. So I did do 1 point of damage to him. Oris is going to use his battle cry. He's going to allow him to move up 1 using a move ability. Then he's going to be done. We'll draw an event card for Oris here. What's this? Oops. The hero moves 2 spaces ahead. The alert level goes 1 if he hits an obstacle. I can't remember if these guys are considered obstacles. I'm going to say they are. We're going to go to 12 on our alert track. That was super sweet. All right. Now it's going to be Mandar. Mandar is going to maybe make some attacks and take this guy out. These soldiers and guards are ridiculous. I can never get anything through on these guys. Again, he blocked me. I'm going to use my second action to attack. Let's see how that goes. I got the red symbols. That means I did 2 damage. I was able to take out that soldier in front of me. He should have rolled an extra white die because he had the failings, but that's not going to matter to that. I'm too far away for him to be able to do his shield bash on me. Otherwise, he would have got some shield bash attacks on me, but nope, didn't happen. He takes 2. He's dead. I get a BA point back up to 2, and I draw a loot card for Mandar. Mandar has got himself Kunya. I totally butchered that, I'm sure. But this is for our thief character, sadly. It is a ranged attack for a thief character. That'd been really good. That'd be awesome. Actually, I think I'm going to hold on to this in the backpack. I'm not going to break this apart. We're just going to hold on to that. I might be able to give that to him instead of that Kirky. Mandar does have to draw an event card, and he has gotten, it's a trap. I have to roll a grain die and see if something terrible happens to my guy. It very well could. Let's see what happens. He got a skull. On a skull, the hero suffers 1 automatic damage, so he is at 1 damage. He's doing just fine. It's everybody else in my party that's dead. It's time for our patrols to potentially do something. Let's see what they do. They are going to, the patrol move 6 spaces. Are you kidding? Urgent urge. That's hilarious. This is the worst card that could have possibly ever happened. These guys are going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to see, oh my guys, this is going to be absolutely terrible. Look at this. They're going to see everybody. They're going to run and touch that bell like right away. Not to mention they're all going to activate and kill all my guys. 6 guys. They're all going to activate. So these are now technically alert. We've got 2 different bell runners here because there are 2 different patrols. So they will activate when it comes to the end of, oh, they're going to activate right now, aren't they? Oh my gosh, this is terrible. And in case you want to see if they did see me, they sure could. He could see straight into that room and see this guy. So they are all alert. Now that the patrol management step is complete, the bell ringer activates. And the bell ringer will move its maximum speed, which for these soldiers is going to be a total of 4 movement. So he is going to run straight here, hit this bell, ring, 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 bell goes nuts. This is absolutely terrible. I think I'm about to lose the game in a matter of seconds. Now, lucky for me, what it would normally do was move the alert level up to its next highest level. It's already reached its max level at this point. The next thing that is going to happen is we're going to spawn patrols on each of the patrol, 1 on the entry and 1 on the exit. So we'll put these out here. We have 2 soldiers and 2 guards. Now, sadly, I only have 2 guards. I don't have 2 soldiers to spawn on the other side. And since that is the case, we'll move our alert level up to 13. Next, we're going to discard any of these bell tokens. They no longer are going to be part of the deal anymore because now all of the enemies on the board are alert. And at this point, there will be no more patrols that come into the game. We don't even have to draw patrol cards. All of these enemies are active and alert, and we are super dead. At this point, we have to activate every enemy group. We have a group here, a group up here, a group here, and a group down there. Let's start with the group that's in this house right here, or in this building. That's going to be just a white die. That is going to be Assault. He is going to run up. He's going to stand right where he is. He has a range of 2 and attack from there. Let's see what our group up here is going to do. We'll roll up a die. They are also going to Assault. They're going to run in here and... they're gonna kill him so fast. Oh my gosh. And then we got this group over here. They're gonna flee. No, they're not. Those are guards. Guards are not gonna flee. Guards are going to assault. And I just realized at this very moment that I may have not noticed a while ago this is a guard. These should all be soldiers. So I have to take a soldier from here. So I was actually down 1 soldier from the original group. So I have to move my alert level up again. It's at 14. We're gonna lose. It doesn't matter. This is super fun. Oh, my guys are going nuts. Now, this is a group of guards. Guards should have rolled a different die. They should have rolled this gray die down here. So instead, they are going to assault with superpowers. They're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the most they can move. They're not going to be able to assault anything. Then we got this group down here, which is also some guards and soldiers. So together, they're going to roll a yellow die. The guards are going to assault, but the soldier is going to run. Now, there's not too many places the soldier can run. These guards are 1, 2, 3, 4, move on up. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. And he's going to turn around and run to there. Now, remember, this guy is also assaulting, but he's going to stay right where he is and attack. And last but not least, these guys are going to move in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to make them so they can get as many attacks in this guy as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 5 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I can only move 4. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's going to stop right here. He's going to stop right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about the best I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right to there. 1, 2, 3. I probably could have gotten another guy in here. Maybe there we go, just like that. That seems about right. I think this guy's going to become a pincushion, human pincushion, orky pincushion here. There we go. We'll get him with this many people. They're all surrounded. I may have moved some of those wrong, but that's okay. We're having fun. We're going to stab this guy. Mandar's getting hit by 4 soldiers here. I'm probably doing this wrong. Totally fine. This is just going to be for fun. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage plus brutality. I can't get any higher. That's 4 points of damage on me. I'm not even rolling the right defense die. I'm supposed to roll a white one. I got nothing. So I've taken 4 damage. Here comes the second attack. The second attack's going to do another 2 damage. So that's 4, 5, 6. Then the next guy is going to do 6. He's going to do 4 damage. Mandar go, boo! Mandar's super dead. Mandar got absolutely rocked by those guys. He is a dead, what is he? He's a hobgoblin. The only one left is Oris, or this guy is actually going to move up and attack. I do get at least a gray defense die for this time, and I blocked his attack. From where we stand, I don't think there's much chance here of me getting into the main room and winning this scenario. So I think I'm going to stop the game here. I think, unless you think I have a chance, which I don't think I do, because I might be able to take this guy out, and I might be able to get over there, but over there is going to be 4 more dudes, and of course the boss that I have to kill, and I also have to get out of here. Oris only has 5 hit points left, and there's not much that's going to help him. All these guys are active. These guys are active over here. These guys are active over here. I mean, there's a lot of enemies on the board. So this game can escalate really, really fast if you're not careful. Not to mention, of course, my alert track is at 14, so I technically only have 2 turns in order to win this game, and that is not going to happen. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough of Orcquest Chapter 3. This was a tough quest. We were doing so well. I was having a lot of fun. I should have maybe stopped and started throwing some of my gear around, maybe to help try to upgrade some of the stuff we had, because overall we had a lot of things broken down that we could have used to upgrade some of our stuff. I mean, that's a lot of stuff, but I didn't throw it around. Instead, I was working on killing people. Getting into this room and having like 3 rooms spawn did not actually help at all either. That was absolutely terrible. And then that movement of 6, I had everything planned out to where I wouldn't have had to deal with that. I was going to break through here, hide in this room for a second while these guards all kind of came around or something, and then darted into that room. That was going to be my plan, but sadly it did not come to fruition because of one card. The movement of 6 spaces with all those guards, or soldiers I should say, was the downfall. Wow, that was super, super cool. I'm a big fan of this game. I really like how there is a lot of strategy and planning that goes along with it, but there is that chaotic element. Not only are you being orcs, but there is the chaotic element of these patrols moving like you saw, 6 spaces or not at all, or backing up 3. I think that's really cool how there's not just a set pattern for everything. It gives this game a lot of life and a lot of depth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when more games come out. It's super fun to play these games and have a great time. Now, as for Orcquest, this is probably the end for me on this. I don't want to spoil too much more, but I do know that there is so much content in this game. It's super cool to see that not only do you have that main campaign, but according to all the stuff I've got from that Kickstarter, if you ever watched my unboxing, there are so many other campaigns and so many other enemies you can play against. On top of subscribing, don't forget to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. Have you had a chance to play Orcquest? Have you enjoyed what you've played so far? Have you had a chance to experience the characters that weren't really technically the main characters in this game? Because there are so many other characters to play with that I'm excited to try out. Also, if you're interested in supporting the channel, please feel free to check out my Patreon. The link to that is also in the description of this video. Those that have joined the Patreon are shown here on the screen. Thank you so much for your patronage. It does mean the world to me. Those that are part of the Patreon do get some added bonuses. One thing is they get to watch all of my playthroughs, usually a day or 2 ahead of time without commercial interruptions. On top of that, moving forward in a lot of our campaign games, I help them decide how we are going to level up our characters and what type of things what characters we are going to even play in the playthroughs. Don't forget that Colin and I do a game usually about every week live. Please check out my live tab for all of the games we have done. And I do try to do some painting videos as well. I know I didn't get any of Orcquest painted up, but there's a lot of miniatures. See, at one point you can get all these miniatures on the board, and it's super tough to get all that stuff painted to get out on here for a playthrough. but I do try to do some live painting videos, not only with the chat, but also I enjoyed having people on as well, where we try to do some Painting with Pals episodes. So there you have it. That was Orcquest. Thank you again so much for watching. And if you're excited to see what Colin and I have in store, then I need you to meet me at the table.